that same old startup screen glow, blowing dust off a gray game logo. Saturday stacked in a plastic case, sleepover scores we can't erase. Kirk's got stats like a cheat sheet code, and he's got jokes from the late night shows. Top 4 takes from a childhood stash, argue till the credits crash. Welcome to my nostalgia therapy. Top 4 reasons I still feel 16. Pixel hearts and worn out DVDs. Play it back, let it all come clean. Laughing like we never had to leave. Hit subscribe to the Kid and Me. Every week's another memory. Yeah, this is my nostalgia therapy.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4 and nothing more. Welcome to our nostalgia therapy every Thursday night, and we are climbing a movies mountain tonight with our good buds Aaron and Alex. They'll be out here shortly. We're climbing the mountain and talking about top 4 Robin Williams movies of all time. You can start dropping them in the chat. What's up, Declan? What's up, Christina? What's up, Kevin? Barry, like number 1. Love it. Hey, everybody. These haven't been out very long, so everybody go hit the like, because the like is what pushes this to the next chat. So yeah, make sure you hit all those likes. If you are here, what's up, Aaron over there? If you are here, I'm asking a dear favor. If you're on Twitch, go over to the Twitch side, follow us over there on the Twitch side, because all we need is to get the average viewers up over there, and we will be over to the Twitch side. Follow us over there. Monetization. So have we played the GameCube yet? I actually hooked it up, but I turned it on, but I didn't really play too much because it's been a crazy week. But I have only 8 days left of school, and my summer is going to be digging through that GameCube. It's going to be so much fun. I turned it on. I was like, dude, wow, this is cool. But yeah, that's going to be fun. Kev, thanks for doing that. Kevin, by the way, took my GameCube and fixed it. The laser was broke. The door was broke. There was a couple other things going on, and he not only fixed it, but he uploaded lots of games into it. There's lots of games on a card. And then Andy, he also did that for you.
Yeah.
You haven't got to turn yours on, I'm sure, because you're moving.
It's at my new house, which I'll be moving to in about a little over a week.
So tell us about that. So you've got your house under contract, and that means you're moving within the next weekend or two, and you now have a new Rushmore studio.
Yes. That's a generous term to use for it.
What's up, 17 people lurking? Say hello, hit the like button before you head out. 47 people. One more. I mean, is it official? Is this because
it jumps and then it falls to 29. What the world? Come on, man.
I think that's like when this
guy to eat some.
Hey, so we're talking top 4 Robin Williams movies. If you're hanging out with us, do you guys like Robin Williams movies? Drop your Robin Williams movies in the chat. We're discussing Robin Williams today. Hey, look, I just want to say my little quote down here: "Your life matters. Choose tomorrow." That's because we lost him tragically, man. Suicide is an evil thing. If I know one thing, I have been on that train before in the past. And yeah, man, just feeling like you're alone amongst people that you love and care about is a big deal. So, that is kind of cool. Oh, dang, he fixed it. Hey, anyone remember Blue Skies Robots? Yo, I aim, or Jame. Is it Jame Fart? Hello. Yo, what's up? Alex, you'll have bad times, but it'll always wake you up. It will always wake you up. The good stuff you weren't paying attention to. Yeah, gosh. Anyways, let's get this thing going. Andy, we are talking Robin Williams movies. You love Robin Williams. By the way, you guys voted on this. Because last week we said, do you want Robin Williams or you want Will Ferrell? You guys picked Robin Williams.
Pretty unanimous too.
It was almost unanimous, yeah. But I love Will Ferrell. That would have been a good chat. We could do that one soon. But let's get our guys out here. Random Mr. Carrots here. 13 in the chat. Everybody hit the like button while we introduce our friends. This is Andy. Cue that beautiful bean footage. This is your top 4 Robin Williams movies of all time. Let's get it. Let's welcome in our guests. Our guests are, first and foremost, he was my captain, my captain.
Hey, yeah. Good night to heaven.
I've been waiting all night to say that. Captain, my captain. Welcome in my captain from when I was stationed overseas in Iraq during Operation Desert Shield. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, we were over there in Iraq. Welcome on Captain Alex Stein. And then welcome on our other buddy, one of the ministry friends of ours. He was at the ministry school that I was a director of for a little bit. And he then went off to a much bigger, much more expensive school and became he became a youth pastor of down in Florida and did all kinds of really cool stuff down there. But he has a really great video game channel that he's going to tell us all about here in a second, because now he's streaming again, which has been a while. And welcome, Aaron Jagilski.
What up? Hello, good to be here.
That you got to get that.
One thing though, Aaron, and I'm so glad you're here. The one thing that I do hold against you is that your youth pastor wears jeans with flip-flops. So
he does. He is known for wearing jeans with flip-flops. And actually, fun fact, he is a flag football coach, and one of the students broke his sandals on Monday. So he came to church wearing slippers yesterday because he didn't have his sandals.
Aaron Declan says, beard pulling contest. Yeah, let me guess. Dead Poet Society is where Captain, my captain came from. Never saw it, but I have a hunch. A little bit. So Jessica's in here, coming in hot, but number 4. Good morning, Vietnam. Hey, if Will Ferrell was chosen, Megamind would be my number 1. Johnny Cat, welcome in. Hey, so by the way, Aaron and Alex, I was mentioning to you guys before the show started, I got a guy that was over at PCG's channel, and he has a little prayer request. I got it right here. That's the guy right there, Johnny Cat. We're gonna pray for Johnny Cat later when we get to Will is good, but Robin is better. We're gonna do a little prayer request for Johnny. Johnny, you can put your prayer request back in here if you want. So everybody see it. Good morning, Vietnam. The Fisher King, Goodwill Hunting, and Dead Poet Society. She went on the whole dramatic side of Robin Williams. But yeah, that's great picks. Mrs. Doubtfire, Popeye, Jumanji, Goodwill Hunting, truly so many great ones. Thanks, gentlemen. Robin is so much better than Will. I have to agree. Yeah. But Will Ferrell's great. Let's not discount the comedy of Will Ferrell. But Robin Williams is an all-time great. So
I won't say one is better than the other, but I will say put some respect on Will's name.
Yeah, put some respect on that.
His name, please.
Keep his name out your mouth. Anyways, so tonight we did a little coin toss in the back, and Aaron won the coin toss. He deferred it. He gave it to Alex. Alex is now taking the kickoff. Now Alex is going to go first today. Since Alex, you're leading off the charge, I'll let Aaron talk about his life and his little corner of the internet for a little bit. He's also streaming over at his space. Aaron, tell us all about your channel, what you got going on over there. Why should people come over there and check it out? When are you stream? How long has it been? Whatever. Tell us about what you got going on.
So kind of like Kirk said, I started at ASON where he was at, and then he was right. I left. I went to a much bigger school. But while I was at that school, I loved playing video games. So I was like, I'm just going to stream and I'm just going to have fun. So I started with Getting Over It, which is just an incredibly hard game to play. stream getting over it, loved it. And then I moved back home and I became a youth pastor in middle school specifically. And I kind of stopped streaming for a while because I wanted to really focus on doing that well. And like I had just gotten married, we just bought a house, we got a dog. So life was lifing in a really good way. Like I was just really living in God's blessings. And so still living in God's blessings, but now I'm better at time management. And I was like, maybe I should start streaming again. So if you guys know John Rush, he's kind of been like an inspiration for me because I love the way he combines like culture and Christ just very well. Even though like Christianity is counterculture, like you can still be with the culture, if that makes sense. Anyways, so seeing his stuff and this other guy named Asher and you guys with Kirk and Andy as well, I was like, I want to get back into this. Like all these people are killing it. I want to be part of that too. So my goal as I stream on Twitch and YouTube, yes, is to play games, is to have fun, but it's also to help people live more like Christ. Like Asher specifically, like he plays like Valorant and stuff like that, but he like does real like theology conversations and real gospel conversations while he's streaming. Like he's in the middle of like doing a triple collat. He's like, and Jesus loves you at the same time. And so that's kind of the goal. Is I'm not forcing my religion on anybody, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, it's a safe space. If you want to come feel this safe space and also watch someone play video games at the same time, that's really all I'm about. So love my life, love my wife, love my dog.
Dude, Aaron's Discord server was my first one I've ever been to, which was the best one for me to be introduced to. I will say this, I have a Discord just to share our channel. Our Discord, I have, it's such a Gen Z-ish thing. I put stuff out there and I'm like, I don't want to talk on Discord. No, I don't. Why don't you come on over here? I mean, it's the same thing, like the channels and all that. I don't know. Our Discord is just kind of wild. And then our Discord, we had a bunch of kids in there playing around in it for a while and I had to like pause it. So, hey, look who's here. Going to be mainly lurking. We love that. But here are mine. Grateful for you guys. Rosie, Goodwill Hunting. There's a hook. Exciting to see what how many times Hook's mentioned today. And Mrs. Doubtfire can't get wrong. And Prince Ali. Yeah. Oh yeah. Aladdin. Hey, so Johnny is dropping that same prayer request. There it is. My lady friend has a lot of trauma from childhood and has walked away from the faith at a young age. Pray that God heals her heart. Yeah, we're going to pray for that here very quickly. We'll do that shortly, Johnny, if you bear with us for a second. Johnny, if you do happen to leave, make sure you let us know before you leave. I will pray for that once we get this thing going. So we're talking Robin Williams movies today, guys. And before we do that, Alex, you're up. Tell us about your little part of the world and what you're doing. Probably still refereeing and all that other jazz. Fighting snow in Wisconsin and cheese, and then we'll get started.
You know, it's funny you said snow, Kirk. You know, it did snow May 1st here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It happened.
Crazy.
That's wild.
But no, like you said, just really busy with kids, things, everything from soccer to swim to band, you name it. On top of that, I am a high school official, but I'm also doing flag football as well. I just did the inaugural girls flag football game here in Green Bay. So they're trying to really make this a sport throughout the country for high school girls flag football. So had the opportunity to actually be one of the first officials to do that last Friday. So it was amazing. It was a lot of fun.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So I'm really hoping the sport continues to grow through the nation, and once again, really be happy to be part of that. Besides that, just really getting ready for the summer and making those plans and seeing where life takes us. Right, I think that's what this is all about. Making sure, see where life takes us through the summer and what kind of new adventures we can get into. So. But I appreciate being on.
You were down in my neck of the woods, and my kids had tournaments, and we were like, didn't get a chance to connect, but we will connect soon.
We'll connect.
And hey, look, talk about a shout out. We've been talking about this, man. I was really kind of wrecked, and so were you. And I mentioned it on our channel a couple times. We had a fallen brother recently, and his funeral's coming up, so there'll probably be a little bit of a reunion going around coming that soon. So I would love to make my way down there. I just don't know how I'm going to find it. There's like right in the middle of a bunch of stuff. Mm-hmm. And so we'll see. I'll probably try and send flowers or something. So, or whatever, in lieu of flowers, send something. But yeah. But with that being said, you're up, man, and we're gonna get this show kicking. You guys were discussing what we should do. A bunch of stuff came out. Robin Williams came out. Will Ferrell came out. We let them vote last week, and Robin Williams came up. Hey, by the way, Johnny, I'm about to send you an invite. Like, I'm going to send you a bone. We call them bones, but the wrenches, and you can drop your channel or anything else in the chat once I do that. So I'm pulling it up right now. But Alex, you're up first. What were you thinking when you kind of curated your list, built your list? And then we'll jump into Rosie. 16 of you are in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. There are actually 2 chats going. If you're on the vertical side, there's a bunch of chats going. So we got YouTube on vertical, YouTube on regular. We got the Twitch side, and we got Facebook. If you're on any of those, hit the like, and that will help push that out. But we would love for you to go to the Twitch side if you can, because we're not far from being monetized over there, or partnership, or whatever they call it. So, Alex, you're up. What is it that you were thinking when you put together your list?
Kirk, one of the things I thought about with Robin Williams is actually to our friend Rosie. I mean, you talk about a person that really traveled the world, discovered the world, was always humorous, could bring some levity to a room whenever he walked in. But also, had his own things going on as well. So when you look at Robin Williams' career, I mean, I kind of said earlier, 2002 is a really interesting year for him if you look at his filmography. And so when I'm looking at what kind of films I really enjoyed, they're the ones that brought me back. I would say that made me laugh, that had some thought into it, that had not only the comedic part of it, but the dramatic part of it as well. As Robin Williams was a big supporter of the military. Went to Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, you name it, wherever the USO asked, he always went. And so one of the funniest things that I think about is, as he's making these movies, what were those experiences that he was going through? So my first stop actually is a movie that came out in 1996. Really, really stacked cast. You had, Kristen Baranski, Diane West, Calissa Flockhart, Gene Hackman, Hank Azaria, Nathan Lane.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I remember going to Lubbock, Texas with my classmates or, friends of mine. We went to see this movie in the theater, and we probably just laughed from the beginning to the end and then went back and saw it again. That's how good this movie was. It was one of those movies that really kind of showed not only his comedic range, but also how do you work with somebody else who's just as funny as you are, as Nathan Lane. So to me, I would say my first one that's on this list is The Birdcage.
Wow, man, what?
Birdcage.
Oh, cool.
And there's so many things in this that if you look at it, a lot of it between Robin Williams and Nathan Lane, they improv'd a lot of this movie. When he's falling and slipping during the shrimp scene, that was all just not even in the script. It just happened, and they just said, just go with it. Which made Hank Azaria, crack up. If you watch the video, he's laughing during the whole scene. Gene Hackman's role in this was just, you never thought that Gene Hackman was funny, and this is a funny role for him. This is great. So there's a lot of parts into this, or there's a lot of pieces in this movie that you can appreciate. I mean, he was hitting 96, 97, 98. Robin Williams is hitting on all cylinders in these years.
Yeah, what a good pick.
What a way to start the show off. That is a huge pull. Good morning, Patrick. Yeah, I love that. Good morning to the Rushmore show. Patrick, welcome in. This is crazy good pull. Aaron, Birdcage, do you like this? This Birdcage is probably a little early for you.
Let's see. I'm going to show my age. I've never seen Birdcage.
Yeah. I had a feeling.
It's on Netflix. Go ahead and watch it. It's on Netflix.
Noted.
Yep.
Yeah. So here, let's give kind of the thing for Aaron. So this is him and Nathan Lane are lovers. or like
Okay.
ex-lovers or back to lover. Like they're constantly fighting, but they're playing two gay guys, and it's hilarious. I remember watching this with my father. Oh, and by the way, this is one of my first Benjamins off the list. I love this movie because of this moment here. I remember watching this with my dad. My dad had an infectious laugh, and like just like he would turn red and just be like buckled over. And the comedy in this movie, he was dying. I remember that tremendously. And yeah, Gene Hackman, shocker, brought a lot of comedic value. But Nathan Lane and Robin Williams is just like that kind of comedy match made in heaven. Reminds me a little bit of like Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder. That kind of like combination is just really good. So this is a great one off the list for me that I'm not going to be able to use in the second round. But it was there. It's a juggernaut, and I love it. Good pick.
I love when Robin Williams' character is, I mean, because he's a cabaret owner or whatever, and he's like doing the dances, and it's so in his range of things, which his range is anything, right? I mean, but it fits so well for this movie.
And then he says, "And keep that all in."
Yeah.
Keep it all in.
Well, I love that you mentioned the improv. I think there's certain people that are really good at improv. Comedians are usually the best at it, and because they've got to play off of the audience quite a bit. And a lot of times when you see whoever's the best at improv in an actual movie, usually is comedians. And from what I understand, Robin Williams was the George of that, the top of that improv side, improvisation. And I'm sure we'll talk about it. We like to say ad nauseum. Like it's one of those things that he was great at. Which that's one of the things about film that you really love is when it feels like it's not a movie. Like you feel like you're it's just natural. And he was good at doing that. It's just awesome.
Kirk, I'll tell you one little trivia too, is Steve Martin was actually supposed to be in that movie instead of Nathan Lane.
And you know what's funny? I just almost said Steve Martin's probably the other guy that has always been told that the improvisation on that side. It's always comedians. It's always and that would make a lot of that would have been a
And he said years later he regretted not taking the role because he always wanted to work with Robin Williams, and they never did a movie together.
Which would be crazy. It's wild to think that Steve Martin and Robin Williams were never in a film.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been
That's wild.
Yeah.
So,
Good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Good stuff. What a start. Kirk, you mentioned being stationed in Iraq. What branch were you in? So I was Air Force, Johnny. I was an Air Force, actually at the time, administration. But I worked on electronic warfare pods, EW pods, for the Air Force. Got stationed in Iraq in 2004, actually September 11th, 2004, or 2003, and then stayed till 2004 of February, March. I actually extended, and Alex, to me, he's down there, but Alex was my captain. He was a guns up, Texas Tech salute Army guy. He was the captain of the little space that we were in, and it was awesome. And I'm sure we'll talk more about that. Thank you for your service. I was in the Army 08 to 11.
Thank you for your service. Yep. And Kirk was actually one of the only Air Force people I knew that actually fired their weapon before they got to Iraq. There's not many of them.
I got to shoot my weapon. I actually did get to shoot my weapon. I wasn't very good at it, but yeah, I got to shoot it.
Yes.
Hopefully you were better than you are.
Flipper Dude's coming in hot with an Aladdin. Is that your number 4?
Ooh,
is that your number 4? Sounds like it could have been a blast. It was a blast. John Stout just liked it, and if John Stout, you're out there, congratulations on making the final to the Shield. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Flipper Dude. So Aladdin's your number 4. That's a great. I mean, you're going Aladdin number 4. You know this is a stout list. Aaron, you're up. What is your criteria a little bit, and then let's go top 4.
Sure. Okay. So Robin Williams, as we all know, he died in 2014, so he hasn't been in the movies for a while. And I think like he was in like the golden age of when movies felt magical. Like there's not a lot of movies these days. I'm like, wow, what a magical movie. So for me, my number 1 pick is a movie that just feels
number
magical
4, right?
to
Not
me.
number 1, right?
Oh, number 4. Okay, number 4. Thank you so much. My number 4 pick is still a movie that feels magical, and it's kind of similar to The Birdcage in a way, and I think you'll know what I mean in a second. Kind of similar with a couple of things in there. But my number 4 pick is a movie that feels magical. I watch this movie all the time with my family. Like, it still makes me laugh. And I watched it about a year ago with my wife. And watching it, I'm like, I remember it being a funny movie. And then I'm like bawling my eyes out watching it with my wife when I'm realizing all the trauma that is really in this movie that they handle so well. So my number 4 pick for my Robin Williams movies is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
So in I'm guessing Birdcage, he was kind of acting like a woman, and now he's actually played a woman. I guess
Yes,
that's what we're doing now.
that was the connection
Mrs.
there.
Doubtfire is
That's a good
awesome.
one. Yeah.
If you can believe it, this is another Benjamin of mine.
Nice.
Mrs. Doubtfire is a banger of a movie. The some of the scenes, and if you guys haven't seen this movie, Mrs. Doubtfire is basically he becomes the babysitter.
That's the best line in the movie.
It's run by
It was a run by Fruity. He was
was great.
basically he was babysitting his own kids, trying to get access to his children. They were going through a divorce, and then they find out it's him, and he's trying to get custody and all that. And some of the best scenes to me were like when they randomly show up to talk to him, and he's like half, dressed. He's trying to put on like the costume portion or the face, and he's shaving creams his whole face or whatever it was. And dude, there's so many funny scenes in this movie. I am here for it. I'm sad that 2 of these are off my list, which I told you, Andy. Listen, Andy, I told you I had 4 in my Benjamins. 2 of them are already gone. I have a whole bunch of my Benjamins, but I was like going for an 8 for 8, and I'm like, I might only get 1 of those. I might not even get any of them, and I've got a plenty good list. But yeah, here we go. It sure is. It's a popcorn bucker. Yeah, Flubber, Aladdin. We were doing all kinds of stuff. What's up, Bryce? Bryce J. Dub in the house. Man, almost afraid to admit this. Didn't really like any Robin Williams movies, Kevin.
That's unfortunate.
Somebody who doesn't like the N64.
They don't like fun.
Kevin, I can't. Kevin, we usually see eye to eye on a lot of things. Robin Williams is on my Rushmore of actors, 100%. If we ever do just straight actors, he's on it. But man, Bryce, great seeing you. How many subscribers you got now, dude? This dude in over a month got
Every
like
one of them.
12,000
He has
subs.
every one of them.
In like less than a month, he's got 12,000 subs. Crazy.
Yeah.
So Alex, tell me about Doubtfire. You like it?
Absolutely. 1993. Another fun year. Directed by Chris Columbus, obviously. Went on
Banger.
to do a lot of great things. Sally Field, Pierce Brosnan. Do you know that Chris Columbus actually petitioned for Pierce Brosnan to be 007 a couple of years later?
Oh,
Really?
fun.
Yeah. When they went back and they were looking at casting, he said, "Hey, I this guy," and he actually was petitioned for him.
He
And he
also,
became-
another interesting fact about him that I was looking up today, he sailed the ocean blue in 1492.
Yes.
Which is just crazy to think that
Yeah,
he did.
that's
all of
interesting.
this. What a career.
Boo.
There were things on here. So, like, once again, you're talking about improvisation, right? The scene where he's got it on his face.
It's so
That's all
good.
improvised. Teeth falling out of the glass into the champagne glass.
Part of it is like if you're writing a movie for one of these guys, like a Robin Williams, and you're the guy who's like, man, this is going to be hilarious. All this stuff and work I put into it, and then he comes along, and his own lines make the movie what it is.
Yep.
How do you feel? It's like being the offensive coordinator for like Drew Brees or something. You know what I mean? It's like
I think they just
but at the end of the day, like
They just let him go. They let him go.
they probably just accept it. They just write in the script like insert Robin Williams improv here, and then he
Yeah,
just
there
goes with
is-
whatever he does.
There is though. They had said that he had done so many different takes that there's actually, obviously, the PG rating, the PG-13 rating,
oh yeah.
and an R-rated version of
Oh my
this,
god.
which I would have loved to see.
So now we have a part on here, right? On spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Hot take, and Kevin's already dropped a hot take or two about Robin Williams, but one of the things he said was he just wasn't into his style of comedy. Now, as someone who is a director, right, or whatever, you know that when you're bringing on Robin Williams, you probably, you know what you're getting because you need that for the movie. But I wonder how often, like, a director would be just get tired, like just absolutely tired of the voices and everything else. Can you just do something that, I mean, can we get through this moment right now? I can only see, I bet Robin Williams got on some people's nerves before. Oh, look who's here. Remember, for 10 months, my favorite Robin Williams movie is Insomnia. My hot take. Insomnia is a interesting movie. I'm not going to say I don't like it. I actually do like it. I do like Pacino. I do like that movie.
There's your 2002 poll, Alex.
But there's one of the, and look, Kevin said another 2002 poll. I did like Awakenings, Insomnia, and 1 Hour Photo. That was, you might as well just throw Smoochie in there, right? Let's just do that and get that out of the way. But yeah, that was like 2002's hit list right there. So which Smoochie? That's a interesting movie. All right, so Andy. You want to talk at all on those, or you want to jump into yours?
Well, no, I mean, I've added like Miss Doubtfire, great one. It's another one that it's actually a Benjamin for me too.
Nice.
Just again, for no reason other than man.
I love that. It was a massive heel turn, like it's WWE.
Yeah. Well, that's and that's the cool thing I think about Robin Williams, and we've all alluded to it.
Totally agree, Flipper. He's a
comedic genius, but I think better than any actor that I've ever seen. Like, you've got some guys who do it. Jim Carrey does it to a degree. Adam Sandler does it. Even Will Ferrell has got some, but not to the degree that Robin did, I don't believe, where they are just as good of a dramatic actor, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
They are a comedic actor. Where you can get a range of just silly slapstick stuff, or like you watch some of these other movies like we've mentioned, you just travel to the year 02 and you're like,
so look, you talked about a hot take. My man Dave Mattingly dropped this in the chat earlier. He just dropped it again. G-Dub Popeye, right? I love Popeye. I love Popeye,
pretty good.
By the way. But that was his second movie, right? The first one was kind of an anthology of stuff. Popeye was an early thing for him. Dead Poets Society, Good Will Hunting, Jumanji, Benji's, Night at the Museum, Aladdin, Jack, Awakenings, Bonus Benny, Don't Worry, Be Happy, music video. That is
got a great take. Great take.
That was a good one.
Robin Williams was to comedy as Daniel Day-Lewis is to drama.
Problem is, Daniel Day-Lewis did a movie once every 6 years, it felt like.
Last of the Mohicans is one of my favorite movies of all time. Chingachgook. Dude, that is a phenomenal movie.
All right, well, let me go ahead and get to mine. So again, everything that we're saying here, criteria for me, I didn't overthink it. It's the Robin Williams movies that I really enjoy. So let's not waste a lot of time on that. But again, what I was going to say is that, I think as far as just talent level of actor, the problem is a lot of times comedic actors, I feel like get pigeonholed right into that's just their area. You see those kind of things happen with the Chris Farleys, right? Where he was just the fat, crazy, wild comedian, right? And that part of that kind of ate away at his career, right? And his psyche and everything. But Robin Williams, again, was one of those things where he branched out and did so many different things. He was just fantastic at all of these different wide range of things that he could do. Another thing about Robin Williams is it's one of those, like, you remember where you were, what you were doing when he passed away. It was on my birthday, my 25th birthday. I was eating dinner at the Chimes here in Covington, and they had it on the news, and I'm like, now my birthday is always going to be the day that Robin Williams. Yeah, so it's 2014. So just a tough time, but man, what a mark he left on just everything. The fact that people still to this day are seriously talking about Robin Williams. What a fantastic legacy to live. But all that to say, my number 4 movie is actually one that just made it was on my Benjamins. But I found that it was on YouTube for free today, and I was watching it at the church as I'm like doing my work. And good night, I forgot how much I love this movie. It's got a banger of a cast to it as well. I'm going to the year 2006, and there's many elements of this movie. The fact that this happened in 2006 and what we are seeing portrayed as fiction is kind of happening now. It's just crazy. I was rewatching it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is just where we're at. And I'm going to go to Man of the Year. I love this movie. If you haven't seen Man of the Year, basically he's a comedian, right? Who does like the Daily Show, or it's like a news/comedy deal that he does. And through that, he decides to run for president. And then there's a lot of good drama in this movie too. Like, it's not just all comedy. Obviously a lot of comedy from Robin Williams' standpoint, but through this flaw in the voting system that they have, he actually wins the presidency, right? And but the central scene, I believe, and what I'm saying is that points us to where we're at, is Robin Williams in his element. And it's the debate that he finally gets invited to, where he's an independent and he's debating the incumbent, the Democrat and the Republican candidate there too, and he just goes off. He was kind of running his whole campaign pretty seriously for a while. He didn't want to be comedy, and then he just decided to let him have it. And he is not listening to the moderator. He's going at it, and it's essentially a Robin Williams stand-up special in the middle of this movie. But this is such a fun movie. I don't think it gets a ton of love. I don't think it got a lot of box office success. But if you go back and rewatch it, I mean, it tells you what you probably need to know about it. It's on YouTube for free, so there is that. But I think it is worth mentioning. I think that you should definitely go back and rewatch this movie. I'm going Man of the Year. Also, in his first appearance at Congress, he's wearing the powdered wig and the whole what it's so fun. It is so fun.
Yeah.
It's got Christopher Walken in it. It's a great cast. So go check this one out if you have not.
It's been a minute since I've seen this one. I do like the movie. It was in a list of if I need it section. But I'm very surprised. I mean, of all the bangers of movies, I know. This is not what I had you pegged for.
Nope.
But it's funny. That's just how Robin Williams is. There are at least 2 movies that if I don't say them, they might not get mentioned today. That I think are some of the funniest movies of all time. So I love this pick for you. I need to rewatch this one. So it's free on YouTube. I might watch it tonight. I might watch it while I'm going to bed.
Man of the Year.
Taku, no problem. I wasn't sure, but yeah, man, thanks for being here. So what were you gonna say?
Man of the Year. Oh, you go first.
Go ahead. No, yeah. Well, look, I was just gonna say also Jeff Goldblum in this one and Lewis Black.
Jeff Goldblum is
Amy Poehler is in it too.
Yeah. How about that?
Wow.
Tina Fey.
That's a
Jeff Goldblum's underrated.
And then you got James Carville has kind of got a little bit part in it, and just because it's political, but yeah, it's good stuff.
Man of the Year is one of those movies where I remember as a kid, I used to love the Walmart DVD bin. Yes. I used to love just digging through the Walmart DVD bin. For some reason, Man of the Year is one of those movies that was just always on top of the bin. So, I get bored when my mom's grocery shopping. I'm 10. I'm like, this is stupid. What are we doing? Because I always found myself just holding a Man of the Year DVD, just reading the back cover of it. So I have the back cover of this movie, like, memorized in my brain for some reason, because I held it all the time.
Yeah, good pull. Good pull. Do you like Man of the Year, Alex?
I'm going to be honest. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. Now I need to go back and see it. Andy, I'm surprised but not surprised you picked this, knowing off of your Batman picks that you had a few months ago. this kind of lines up. I can already know. I see where your taste is these days. So yeah, I mean, obscure.
Listen, so you gotta know this. You gotta know this too. Again,
I'm all about it.
I'm a 90s and 2000s kid.
But you got to know that Andy also likes to kind of ruffle the feathers a bit in the show.
Yeah. Yep.
I listen. I'm just telling you. I don't.
No,
I
but
think
hey,
it's on,
all you.
and I think when you watch it, you'll be like, okay, this is.
Should I go see it now or wait later tonight? Wait.
Watch our show.
Must be quite the star-studded cast.
Yeah.
What? Sorry if I missed messages. Yeah, you're all good. You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Hey,
walking.
PCG's in the house. PCG,
Hey,
we miss you, man. Hey, I was typing to you, but PCG, we miss you. Everybody, listen. Pause right here. We got 14 people in the chat. If you are not subscribed to Poetically Christian Gamer, pause right now. Pause. Go and type Poetically Christian Gamer. Right? He is 15 subscribers away from hitting 1K. So if you've got multiple accounts, go subscribe right now to Poetically Christian Gamer. That's your job of the night. There's 15 of you. If all 15 of you go do it, then that's perfect. Go now 16. That person go do it too. So hey, PCG, we love you, man. That's Derek. Derek's been on the show plenty of times. Actually, Derek was on the show the last time Aaron was on the show. So hey, I believe, right? That was the show.
Yeah, you were correct.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess it's my pick, or are we still talking Man of the Year?
Obviously,
all you.
So let's
all right, all my pick. So this was extremely hard to do, guys, because to me, Robin Williams has about, I don't know, maybe about 15 like classic, extremely great movies, depending on what era you grew up in. They're just like, if I am like going to look at, so he's on my list. He's on my mountain because there's so many good memories. The comedy, even when you go back to Mork and Mindy, right? I remember watching that with my sisters as the reruns, like on Nick at Night or whatever. Just he is just a comedic genius, like we said. Suicide has taken some really tough people. And a lot of people, they laugh on the outside because they don't see the pain on the inside. And plenty of comments have been said already in the chat. What's up? Real life perspective. Hey, look, I just messaged everybody. If you're not following Poetically Christian Gamer, he only needs 15 subscribers, probably less than that now. Go subscribe to Poetically Christian Gamer on YouTube. That would be amazing. There's 18 of you. Go do it. So let me get into my chat. It was really hard to slim it down to 4. But to me, these are like the Grammys, right? These are the Oscars. These are the ones that I think are just the goats of his movies. And the first one is probably the very first, when he passed away. I think it's 5 years ago now. Andy, you said the date, right? It's on your birthday,
14,
like 5 years ago. 12 years ago. I remember right when he passed. Oh yeah, that's right, because it's a year after my dad passed. I remember that. So right after he passed, this is the first movie I went and watched. I went and found it and I watched it and I was like, man, I haven't seen that movie in so long, and I've probably seen it like 3 times since. But it's been mentioned in the chat a couple times. I'm going with none other than Good Morning Vietnam. Listen,
Nice.
Air Force. By the way, he was an Air Force guy.
He was
in this movie. But true story. The guy who actually who he played passed in 2018. I saw it earlier. But this movie was early in his discography as far as when he actually did it. It was released in 1987, directed by Barry Levinson. Robin Williams played Adrian Cronauer, and he was a real armed forces radio DJ. He was an Air Force guy at the time. He was an E4, which is what I was when I was in Iraq. So speaking of that, you guys mentioned, you asked earlier about like when I was there. Johnny did. This was my little going away thing from you guys. There it is. Senior Airman Kirk Plaisance. You helped break ground for a new Iraqi army. Thanks, coalition military. This is. Does anybody know what this is other than Alex? Alex, for 1,000.
Nope.
Does anybody else out here know what this is?
A fancy shovel.
It is a fancy shovel.
That's a fancy shovel. Yeah.
It is a fancy shovel. It's an E-tool, entrenching tool, right? And this is how you build. You kind of dig a hole to take a crap, right? And several other things you'd have to do.
Several other things.
You could also make it a chair like this, right, to help you do the business, and lean off the side of it. Yeah, an entrenching
That's
tool.
cool.
Yeah, so E-tool. But yeah, and so I'm going Good Morning Vietnam. He's so funny in this. I love how the guys are in the beginning. They're all like, "Get him off the radio. Play this song. Play that. Don't play this. Do this. Do that." And then he's just being his character. He's being himself. And what he thought was what he could do for the military out there was bring some joy. He wanted to bring laughter. He wanted to bring a smile. He got in a lot of trouble. He was willing to push the envelope. And I kind of like the fact that it was an Air Force guy, but I love military movies. This is the one that he was able to kind of jump into. And it's just a great film. If you haven't seen it, it's a must see. I was gonna watch it today, and I ran out of time. I was gonna watch it before I came on, just because I wanted to see it again. But I ran out of time before I could get on and do it. So, Good Morning Vietnam, starting off my Rosie, and speaking of Rosie, yeah, I bet he would have loved this movie. So this is kind of his kind of style. So. I have one in my background right now. Oh, do you? Oh man, sounds like a good but heavy one. Yeah, good morale is critical to a mission success. You are absolutely right, Coy. Yeah, the trenching shovel. Just kidding. Let's see. What's it say? Just kidding. I would say 1 Hour Photo is the best role. So he must have said something up here. Flubber's the best Robin Williams movie. Oh, he would say 1 Hour Photo. Okay. Anyways, yeah. What do you guys think about 1 Hour? Not 1 Hour Photo. I just read that about Good Morning Vietnam.
It's funny that Good Morning Vietnam and Man of the Year have both gone already because they were directed by the same person. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. And so directed by the same guy. So I'm sure there's a lot of similarities between the two. Like I said, I haven't seen Man of the Year. I have seen Good Morning Vietnam, though. So I'm sure if you've seen both, you can see there's a lot of similarities between the two.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love this pick, but immediately what I think of, and we were kind of talking backstage before the show started, like if we were to do a Steve Carell one. Steve Carell, known for The Office, and every time I hear that quote, it's weird that I go to The Office because Michael Scott's making a speech and he tries to like win over the crowd. Starts by just the most obnoxious "Good Morning Vietnam," and nobody reacts at all. And it's just so
it's pretty good
and awkward. But no, the movie is great. I think this, when you look at like critics' lists, I guess, of Robin Williams, I mean, how do you like? There's so many great movies out there, but this is definitely one of those who definitely gets mentioned all the time. So fantastic movie. Was it mentioned in war movies?
I think I mentioned it.
Was it mentioned?
Yeah. I may have, may not.
Just missed my list for Mulan. So
obviously that's his favorite quote, but yeah, he also had some ad lib in here. He did a lot of celebrity impressions. He did a lot of fake like commercials, which are hilarious. You know, like he just came up with random things. He talked a lot about politics, but he would make fun. Like one of the things he got in trouble for was like making fun of the vice president, I believe, or the president.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Man, you can't do that. What are you doing?" And just a lot of stuff going on. But hey, I put this down here for you, PCG. I'll leave it up for a little bit, and then but Alex, you haven't mentioned anything on this.
You know what? This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love this movie. Obviously, for everything that you've said, other thing too is like the production company actually did not want Robin Williams because at the time he was going through a rut. He had some really not so great movies. They were taking a gamble on him for this movie. And, this could have been sunking his career if he would have had another one like this. But when you think about the armed forces, I mean, Kirk and I, you and I know, other people maybe on the line have been overseas. There are, you're looking for something from home. And this movie really talks about that. It's like bringing something from home to an area like Vietnam. And when I look at it, it's both. It's a comedy, but it's also a drama as well. There's things in there that as you're watching, you're going, oh, there's the shift. You can actually see, and I see the quote in there, right? That's one of the biggest quotes right there, because you can see that shift of him being a really funny comedic actor to a dramatic actor when he realizes, oh my gosh, this is war. This is real. This happened to me. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why this movie is so amazing. The other part is after this movie, he really stepped into USO tours. He really stepped into supporting AFN. So this really brought him to the forefront of supporting the military. And there's a video out there where he's actually doing a comedy set in, I think it was in Afghanistan or Kuwait, where he's in the middle of his set, and about 5 o'clock, which Kirk can maybe tell you, retreat is played, which is basically retreat is when they lower the flag. And at 5 o'clock, this whole hundreds of soldiers, airmen, they all stopped, turned around, faced the music, and salute. And he said something funny. As like, I've never had that experience where basically everybody, an entire audience forgot, they forgot about you. And then his other quote on top of that was like, what's coming from that way? And so to me, this opened up a whole new audience for him. I think from a war movie perspective, it gave that the reality of what it is, with also saying, it's not just everybody's going out there and shooting. There's actually people that are living and the impacts that things from home could actually do for them. So I love this.
So I just want to add this one little thing, and then we can get to the TJs. This is I found some commentary on it, and this is what one of the things says. There's a lot that this movie is about, whether truth should be controlled, whether humor is healing or dangerous, whether institutions are trying to sanitize reality, and what is better, morale or honesty. And that's a lot of things that we dealt with while we were over there, and just in the conversations with people. So hits a little home from that side of thing. We honestly, Alex, we were so fortunate in where we were at. What a great experience it was for us. But we had brothers that did not. I remember, what was his name? What was his name? Chevy? Was his name Chevy? I remember it was a car, and he was driving. He got shot in the leg. Was it Chevy? Is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah, got shot in the leg through the Humvee. And he came in, and I'm like, bro, what the heck is even happening, right? I mean, that was kind of a reality to me. And I was like, dang, man, like the morale, that's a big deal. So anyways, hot and heavy already. So that is our Rosie. Now it's time for TJ, Jez, and Jeff. Alex, you're up first. You're up first, man.
There's a copy chewing. All right, next one up. It's already been said. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Rushmore.
Nice.
Great movie.
One of those fun movies to watch. Before you watch this,
Alex, is it just me, or is Alex not being able to be heard?
I can't.
Yeah, I couldn't hear
you
him.
hear me?
I got you.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I think
let me turn you up, Alex. Okay. Turn him up.
I think the biggest part about this is it's such a great movie that it's different watching it as an adult than watching it as a kid. You see different things in it. It's different emotions. You pick up on things that are like you're going to think about as a kid, but now you can. So to me, definitely Mrs. Doubtfire is my TJ.
Yeah.
That's a good pick, man.
I knew we'd start getting some Rushmores here. So
Yep.
Respect.
Yeah, because I mean they're just so good, and it just depends on where you're at. I remember how big of a movie this was. It was such a big deal for several months. Everybody was talking it because, and not to get off the Robin Williams train, but Eddie Murphy was kind of doing this kind of thing with Coming to America and the Clumps, and Robin as a comedian tried his hand at kind of doing the female side and he did it perfectly, man. It's gold. It's so funny to see. He's just such good. He could train with his voice and be able to do those different parts. So good pick.
Yeah. I love this.
Yeah, man. So Aaron, we've already talked a little bit about this one, so let's jump into yours.
Yeah.
Go to your TJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yes. So this movie is I'm gonna be completely honest, I completely doubt anyone else will have this on their list. If you do, it will blow my mind. It will literally blow my mind. But it's a movie most people don't talk about. It's not very well known, but it's one of those movies my family watched over and over and over again. Like I could probably quote it bookend to bookend. I love this movie. I remember like eating popcorn with it as a kid. It's got a young Josh Hutcherson in it. It's got a pretty random cast, but my next pick is RV. RV is my next pick.
No way. What a good pick. What a good pick. And the fact that you say that you doubt anyone would have it.
Fair enough.
Just hold on.
Well, I will say this. He's saying that because of me. I love this movie. I brought this movie up so many times over the past. When you said I was watching it as a kid, I'm like, okay, so what's the funniest movie when you were a kid? It's one of these two movies. This is one of the two movies I said, if I don't say it, it might not make it this way.
Yeah.
And then when you said Josh Hutcherson, I was in the background cheering. So here's the thing. Dude, that scene when the crapper explodes and
oh my gosh, hysterical.
My chest hurts thinking about it. Like, it is so funny. And
it's so good.
Dude, this movie is so funny, bro. And it is not on my list. It is not on my top 4 today. It was definitely on.
No way.
No,
that's crazy.
I could have sworn.
I will say this, Andy. You're right. I've talked about it a lot, but it's one of those like underlying movies. I love this movie as a comedy, but to me, if you were to ask me what are the 4 of the movies, if I could only pick 4 to have, are the ones I'm saying. This one is just a hair out, just because it's silly, funny. It's got great moments. I love the movie, but to me, there's probably about 10 other movies that are better.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is not a great movie. This is not comparatively. It's not an amazing movie. Like it's so funny though.
Like the whole conversation between him and his wife, the whole way. Like he's trying to avoid when it's rolling down and goes into that lake. And dude, it is hilarious. This movie is so funny. If you don't like this movie, if you don't laugh at this movie, I don't know. And it's way down. Look, I went and looked at the Robin Williams greatest movies of all time, like in the ranker.
Oh yeah, it's down there. I
think he had like 90 movies or whatever. It was, I don't know the number, but it was like say 70 of 90, like or whatever it is. I was like, no way. But okay, I love it.
Yeah,
a lot of people. Poetically Christian Gamer. Andy, you can shout a few people out. Hi, Aaron says. Meridian.
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 Obviously.
I'm just spelled different. Meridian. Meridian, welcome in 1967. Is that your birthday, Meridian? Because then that puts you on the older side of us. So there we go. Tobias Funk, he was my favorite character on Arrested Development. They were talking about Arrested Development earlier. Same here. Chilling. Johnny, time for me to go. Oh, no, Johnny, don't go. We're almost to the spot where we pray, but I'll pray for you right now. So, everybody, Johnny has a significant other that has walked away from the Lord a little bit, and they're praying. So I would just love to pray for him. We usually do it at halftime, which is in a few minutes, but we'll do it right now. So, Lord, we just thank you right now for the amazing community that we have, all the people in the chat, that we can talk about Robin Williams, but also talk about real, honest things. I want to pray for Johnny's lady friend who has gone through some stuff, as a child, and maybe walked away from trusting people. And Lord, I just pray for divine appointments, the right words for Johnny to say. And I pray for just strength and encouragement for him. I pray for to continue to uplift him in a tough time, to give him rest, because I know he's struggling with sleep. But Lord, I just pray for Johnny. I pray for his friend, and I pray that at the end of the day, your glory is shown through all these relationships. I pray for Johnny. Thank you for making a new friend of ours, and we love you and we thank you and in all that we do. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, thanks for coming around, Johnny, and Meridian, thanks for being here. So, oh no, it's a joke here, unfortunately. Okay, cool. Yeah, so awesome. Welcome, Meridian. By the way, before y'all leave, anybody that leaves, make sure you hit the like button. That would really help us more than anything. If you like hanging around, subscribe. So, all right, let's get back on track. Johnny, love you, man. See you next time. Hopefully come back around. And let me know how it goes. Keep us informed of how it goes. Where are we at? Oh, RV. Andy, you want to talk a little bit about RV? I could talk all night.
No, I think it's a great movie. Listen, this is the kind of movie that I enjoy more than I should.
Sure.
Because
absolutely.
I don't have to emotionally invest in it. I don't have to be wrecked. But now, again, I love movies like that. But when I just want to throw a movie on, like this was, I think, Aaron, you said it, like magical years of movies. Like this is the movie that you get from a bin, you pop popcorn, and you just laugh, and you get every penny that you need out of this movie, right? Is it the greatest movie? No. Does it serve its purpose? Absolutely, yes. Love this movie. It is great for what it is. So I'm all in for RV. I know Kirk's a big fan of it. I'm shocked that, I guess I'm not shocked because of the actor we're talking about.
Sure.
To take 25% of your list on this one is a commitment, but great pick, though. Great pick. I love this.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Awesome pick, man. Alex, do you like RV?
It's been a while. I'll be honest. I need to rewatch. I need to rewatch it, but I did see it. I saw when it came out in 2006, which is 20 years ago. So it's been a bit since I've seen it. Probably need to watch it again. I don't know. Like I said, I think about 2006. I wasn't watching a lot of movies in 2006, and I don't know why.
He's got 2006 is a good year for Robin Williams.
Yeah.
It is a good year for him.
I don't know that I watched this like right when it came out. I don't know that I watched it like in the. I know I didn't see it in the theaters, but I don't know that I watched it like early on. Probably picked it up a little later, but yeah.
But
man.
I respect the choice. I respect it.
I appreciate that.
Much preach. All right, Andy. I'm getting the Rushmore button ready because they've got to start coming.
It's not happening yet. Okay.
Ooh.
So this one could be crushed later for sure. I would hope it is. I'm going 1995.
Yes, you are.
Right smack dab in the middle of just everything that's happening here. If you know me, you know that I don't enjoy a tabletop role-playing game, but I do enjoy a nice board game, although I would not enjoy this one. I'm going Jumanji.
What a good pick.
This movie is
Jumanji.
My childhood, dude. I remember watching this movie and like almost like being traumatized to a degree, like when he's going down into the floor, and just all of these like really cool CGI moments that were happening in this. And again, at the time, like we're watching the movie, we see the elephants, we see all this stuff, and we're like, life can't get like graphics and technology can never get better than this. Like we've peaked now. And in many ways, I think in 1995 we did peak in a lot of things, but that's a separate topic for a separate day. I absolutely love Jumanji. It's one of those things too, though, and I'll say this is kind of going off on a tangent, and maybe if we spin hot takes later, I'll just repeat it again anyway. I don't want cheap remakes for money grabs anymore. Like, don't give me the new. And I love Jack Black, right? I didn't need Jumanji 2022 or whatever year it came out. I didn't know needed that. This was a perfect movie the way that it was. Absolutely love Jumanji. I remember this was constantly on play at my friend Brandon's house right across the street. We would go there, and I was like, Brandon, do you own any other movie? And I feel like that was the only movie they had in their house, which I wasn't complaining because it's a great movie. So I digress. I'm going Jumanji. My favorite, one of my favorites for sure when it comes to Robin Williams, but definitely in the 90s. What a classic.
It's a banger.
I'll say this. I'm not so mad at the remakes. And we've talked about that before. I'm okay with a remake because then I can live it through with my kids in their own way. But I will say one thing I was super disappointed about was Zathura, which
I love Zathura.
Was the follow-up kind of Jumanji. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like it.
While we're talking about that, let's just for a second. I feel the same way that I feel with cover songs. Like if you're gonna remake it, give me a give me something a little different, something additional to it. So like Lion King was remade. I didn't really care for it because it was essentially shot for shot. However, when Lion King 2 came out, it gave me a little bit of Scar's backstory, and I was like, I really enjoy this. So like that was cool for me. Same thing with like, 101 Dalmatians comes out. Well, but the Cruella movie was fantastic.
It's a good movie.
Story that we didn't get before. So like, if you're going to remake a movie, give me something. Like, it feels lazy and cash grab me a lot when you do it otherwise. But anyway,
I don't know. I just watched.
Yeah. And
I know
I just watched.
It wasn't shot for shot. I get that, but I feel like it was definitely like we're just like now millennials are at the point where they're bringing their kids to the movie, so we have to remake this one now. No, just rewatch that one.
It's funny you say that because I watched Jumanji 2018 literally last week because me and my wife were just looking for a movie. We watched it literally last week again. And it's a reboot that I appreciate. Like, it does its own thing. It references the original. Like, Joe Jonas's character is living in Alan Parrish's house inside Jumanji.
Right.
Like, he mentions, like, you see, like, Alan Parrish was here or whatever. Like, it references the original, but it's also, like, its own thing. And it's a spin on it, like, going into Jumanji instead of it coming out. So I appreciated it, but to each his own.
Aaron, I'm with you. First of all, thank you that's a Benjamin for me is Jumanji. So you took that one off the board.
Yep.
Directed by Joe Johnson, right? Captain America, everything else beyond that. The fact that was such a successful movie that it did spawn a franchise, right? I'm with Aaron. I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch it again. It gave it kind of a different twist instead of, all that coming into the real world. It was fun to go to Jumanji. What is Jumanji? So I think that was the fun part is what is that? But going back to the original movie, you felt, as a kid watching this, you felt it. You're like, oh my gosh, this is number one. The graphics were amazing, but also with Robin Williams acting again, where he was a comedic part of it, but you could see the traumatic, the trauma that he felt being away from his family and how he had to incorporate that in the real world. You could feel that in his acting in that movie. So it was fun, but you could see what he had gone through and then how he's coming back into it again.
Yeah. Also, bearded Robin Williams is great,
Oh, yeah.
here on
I'll say this: I love Jumanji. It's another one on my Benjamins, and I'm not afraid to say that it could easily make it into my top 4. I do like the remakes because of the casting. If I'm being honest, the casting's great. The Rock and Kevin, that combination I'll buy every day. I love watching the funny clips of them too. And then you add Jack Black. I haven't seen the newer one of that little. I think it's a trilogy now, right?
The third one comes out this year, I think.
Oh, okay. So I haven't seen the second one then. I've seen the last one or the very first one. I enjoyed it, and yeah. So here's good pick. This is a good pick. I love this movie back in the day. I'll also say this. I wish the real board game was better.
Yes,
I remember
I played it.
I remember when this came out. Like I was like, dude, this board game would be amazing. And then the real board game's kind of a clunker. If you like board games, Andy hates board games, so there's
No. I love board games. I hate tabletop
role playing games. Yeah.
I don't want to watch spells and take 20
yeah.
hours to play a game.
Not a D&D guy.
No,
nobody has.
You're a Catan guy.
Agent Smith, you changed your icon. I think that's the same Agent Smith. No one's mentioned Flubber yet, and I'm starting to stress out.
I mean, you may have to wait until the Benjamins.
You might have to wait a little bit, but Flubber's a great movie. Flubber is a great movie. I'll throw this out. That was one of them. So you guys mentioned Jumanji and you mentioned Flubber. Those were 2 of the movies that were on my daughter's top 4.
Hey,
there's that. And then the other 2 haven't been mentioned yet. My turn, huh? Hey, listen. Yep. I might get shot in the comments here, but I don't. This might need to be a little higher. I don't know. Maybe it should be a little higher. But yeah, I'm gonna go with a movie directed by Ron Clements and John Musker. Music, Alan Menken. Really known for its score. Won 2 Oscars. It is a defining film of a great company. I'm going with Prince Ali, Aladdin.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, this might be his 3rd best role of all time. Yeah, it's his 3rd best role of all time. Here's the thing. There is over 16 hours that they talked about of just improv of the genie that he did. And then the artists had to redraw around the stuff he was talking about. This movie is fantastic. It was my favorite movie, Disney movie as a kid until, it ran neck and neck with Lion King. Because to me, that was the 2 boy Disney movies. And look, we got guys here. Like, I remember oh, this is kind of speaking to me. Like, there's a Prince and then Lion King, But I loved Aladdin. Aladdin was amazing. But let's just be honest. This movie was about the genie. This movie was about his performance, all the impressions, all of doing Arnold Schwarzenegger, doing the game show host, the politicians, the celebrities. I've got so many notes here on this. It's just a very, very amazing movie. And then let's just talk about the movie. So the movie is Rags to Riches story, right? He gets the idea to rub the 3 wishes. And one of the things that you notice, and you just kind of really fall in love with the genie, is that the whole time he's being funny, right? He's improvising, but the whole time he's lonely. This is Robin Williams. The genie, to me, is kind of a role that is perfect for him. And at the very end, Aladdin had one more wish, and he could have used it to do basically whatever he wanted, and he used it to free the genie out of the lamp, and that just makes
spoiler alert. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. 1992, buddy. 1992. If this is your first time watching, I'm sorry, but there you go. But look, man, songs. The songs were great, man. This is where I want to be with my kids. If I want to watch the very first Robin Williams movie I'm watching with my kids is going to be Aladdin. And then a good pick. And then Jumanji is probably close, and there's one more for sure. Flubber 2, but Aladdin's gonna be the first one I watch the kids, and I just love it, man. Prince Ali.
What a fantastic pick! I will say this:
It's a good pull.
I remember going to see Aladdin on Ice.
Oh yeah,
and I got a souvenir ice cream bowl that was the genie. And I so wish I still had that.
I bet you could find it at one of these conventions one of these days
for like $1,000 or something stupid. Anyway, no, this is a great one. But again, what I want to add to it is this is my frustration. The live action remake
bad
was what. Listen, no hate to Will Smith, right? But nobody can be Genie. This is the unfortunate thing. There it is. That's the exact one I had.
That is great.
Maybe like $5 somewhere. Maybe it may not be anything, but yeah. So, but no, this is a role that should have stayed there, and we're just done with it. Like once he's done, he is the Genie. I don't think anybody else can do it. I understand they kind of took it a little bit different route. Not a big fan of it, but nothing beats Aladdin. And we have some friends in the video game world, potentially the hardest video game of all time, or one of the hardest.
You were not lying.
I forgot. I was going to put that on the TV tonight, and I forgot to even do that.
That's a hard video game.
It is a hard game. It's anywhere between $8 and $35 online.
Oh,
you might be able to haggle somebody down at a convention, though.
I'm not seeing a convention, but I bet David Finn knows where to find. I bet he's got like 3 of them. I'm gonna text him.
Kevin said he never saw Aladdin, at least not the whole movie. Well,
it's unfortunate.
Solid pick, though.
He hates on N64.
Yeah, solid pick.
Ali. Look, let me just say this, and so I work at a school that has a lot of Middle Eastern kids, and we have at least 3 Alis, at least 3. And every time I'm going through roll, it's Prince Ali. Yeah, yeah, man. So just funny. Like there's 2 treasures, and I go treasure. Anyways, but Prince Ali, man, that is one of those kind of earworms that will get in, and I will just as soon as I see it. But man, great movie, fun movie. I have a feeling it'll be mentioned again later, crushing somewhere with somebody. But it's time for a little commercial break. And with that being said, we've got a lot to chat and get back into this. So first and foremost, I dropped not first and foremost because it's definitely not the foremost best thing here, but I've got all my friends that write all these amazing devotionals. Andy and I have 2 devotionals you need to go check out. Andy's first is out on the board for Bible is Metal. Andy, I'll let you share about that here in a second, but I dropped today, this morning, this week's 7 days of Reboot 365. We're going 365 days video game devotional. Today's I dropped were awesome. They're out there. And yeah, you can pull it up. There it is, Reboot 365. So this was this is the next 7 days. So if you're watching LA Noire, there it is. But look, there you go. Devil May Cry, Galatians. I mean, you can get Jesus out in pretty much anything. Cuphead. I wrote these up and posted them today. But listen, I will say this: you can get it free right here. Follow it. You were going to watch it on date night. Patrick, you must be a little behind. Yeah, but with that being said, here's the Bible is Metal. Andy, tell them what they'll win if they show up over to the Bible is Metal.
Salvation, the best gift we
Hey.
Whoa, who's this dude? Boom, coming in hot. Iowa dropping freaking 5. Man, every time he shows up, he's inviting people to be.
He's a giver. He's a giver for sure.
He is definitely a giver. I love you, helping support the ministry. Let's see who got it. Agent Smith, who was just in the chat. Congratulations, you are now a honorary member of the channel. Janet Boyd, Nerd from the South. Gina, always a VIP. And Ryan Milky 14. You guys are now the winners of a 1-month subscription to being a member. What do you win with that? You can go and read the rules and find out. But yeah, if you re-up, you'll get a commercial. Speaking of commercials, let's drop Iowa's here when this is up. So tell them all what the Bible is Metal is about.
Yeah, so maybe you can relate to this, Aaron, a little bit as a youth pastor. What I always came across multiple times. I mean, more times than I care to talk about. When I talk to students, I don't read the Bible because it's boring, right? I hear that a lot, right? Well, I told them, I said, I don't think you're reading the same Bible that I'm reading then, because how do you get through half this stuff? And growing up a big metalhead, I just was like, man, there's so many stories that are so metal that happen in the Bible. So I'm writing a 30-day devotional about the most metal stories in the Bible. Each one of them, this kind of gives you the explanation of all that I just said.
Cool.
Day one, we got Elijah versus Baal's prophets, right? I mean, boom. And I got the devotional, the scripture. I call it the opening riff. That's just my gut reaction to what I just read. The breakdown, that's the devotional side of it. And then it ends every day with heavy questions, right? So things that you can ask yourself, reflect on, apply, do all that kind of stuff in scripture. You check it out on the Rushmore website. It will be printed. I'm
fairly certain this story is in there, right? The stuff David did to Goliath was pretty metal.
Yeah, specifically just to give you guys, not just the killing him with the rock, but cutting his head off with his own sword. That's the most metal part to me.
Metal.
Yeah, and
you don't hear about
kids. Iowa is a legend. Agent Smith, congratulations, you're now a member.
I hope the story with the tent pole is in there.
It's in there. I also just wrote the one about the Philistines' foreskins.
Nice. Huge.
Hey, so
I knew I had to write that one, and I was like, what angle am I going to take?
No, I was just watching a little short clip. See, this is what this is about. We're talking Christian, and now we're on foreskins. Listen, I was just watching a short with what's his name? MGF. No, what's his name? The guy from AEW. Anyways, one of his moves is he walks up and he like crotch to the face of the guy. And they're like, what do you call that? Because I call it the bris. It's a Jewish word. Look it up. So I went and looked it up like weeks ago when I saw it the first time. It's the act of circumcision. And he calls it the bris.
That's great.
When you said that, I thought of that. I just watched it again. It came on, and dude, I died. Like, he just walks up and just kind of like, I don't know, like the Dodgers do, except instead of bumping cups, it's to the face. Anyways, hey, so Christian creators all around. Aaron is actually in this book.
He's got Drew. Thanks for hopping in.
Like Declan said, I'm sorry. What? All right, gents, I got to get the kids to bed. Take care. Drew, man.
We start talking about foreskin. You got to put the kids in.
You got to leave. Well, we'll talk about 5 skins later. So here we go. Christian creators. It's getting late. So directory of Christian creators. Aaron, you're in this book. Poetically Christian Gamers in this book. But basically, if you want any, if you want to follow people that are like-minded, like everything doesn't have to be raunchy and cringe. These are 140 Christian creators that you need to go check out. They love Jesus, and they do everything from cosplay to video games to movies to TV. We've had several of these guys on our show. We've met several of these guys at conventions. Actually, next week I think we have 2 of them. It's next week. Hector, and I think it's next week. But I'll share the schedule here in a second. But Andy, you're up. Talk about Iowa. Talk about coffee.
Iowa's got to head out.
Let's get his. And then talk about Retro Rewinds. Might probably still lurking. Let's talk about him.
Yep. Well, let's pay the bills, as Kirk always says. Check out our friends.
Pay the bills. I mean, that's what they used to say, like on the Love Connection. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
All right, check out our buddies over at Retro Rewind Pod. Every other week, join the Retro Rewind Pod as they travel back 15 or more years along the entertainment space-time continuum in their mission to review movies and games, establishing what is still worth your time today. Expect fun banter and trivial insights from Francisco, Paul, and rotating guest hosts who are all out of time.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
Zach, the Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, brings heart, honesty, and heat to retro gaming, collecting, and pack ripping with his son. From tackling addiction and mental health to calling out scalpers and celebrating nostalgia, this channel is where real talk meets real fun. Follow the journey at youtube.com/@Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. And also follow along on Instagram and Twitch.
All right, before we get back into it, one more thing. Let me share what we got coming up. So today, obviously, we have Aaron, who is a Christian creator, and Alex. He was a captain with me in the military. We're doing Robin Williams movies. Next week, we're going to have a comic book creator, Marvin Wynn, and we're going to have Giles Hash with Disciple.gm. Disciple.gm is actually in the book. He is a Christian gamer. They're coming on to do the most creative movies of all time. And then in 3 weeks, we're going to have CJ Burrows, which is the Next Gen Nerd, another Christian creator, with Hector Mire, which Hector is this guy who wrote this book, and he wrote this one. He actually has like 50 books. I only have 2 of them. I need to get some more. Hector and CJ will be on the show the week after, and they are doing underrated cartoon theme songs. We've already done theme songs, so I talked them into doing it again, but with a little bit of a twist. And then May 28th, here's one that's going to be a little tough for me, Andy. I'm sure it's tough for you too, but we're going to have 2 other Christian creators. We're going to have Religious Fanboy, which he's usually in the chat. He said he was going to come in later. He messaged me and said he had something to do tonight. He'll be in a little later, so we'll probably see him in a little bit. And Charles, which they call him Twick, Beneath the Tangles. They're both anime channels. So we're going to do anime openings, which is like the intro theme that's like 2 minutes long. That one's going to be hard for me, Andy. I know probably for you too. Then another Christian creator. I didn't realize how many Christian creators we had this week, this series. He, with James Harleman, he does Popcorn Theology, which is a devotional on movies. And Isaac Tirado, you've seen him in the chat. Tirado's always in the chat talking Yankees. Yankees played earlier, so that's probably why he's not in the chat. They're going to do movie scenes. And then June 11th, we're actually off. Andy's going to be at camp, and I will be doing baseball in Chattanooga. Hey, there he is. Religious Fanboy is here. He must have been lurking. But he'll be on the show here shortly with Popcorn Theology. No, with James with Charles with Beneath the Tangles for anime openings. Now here's one. June 18th, we're gonna do Pokemon for the very first time.
Hey,
Trevor Poketrev is gonna be on, and Dusty Flotilla, and potentially Poketalk. It was supposed to be 3 of them. I think Poketalk might be stepping out. I hope he doesn't, but he messaged me last night. Hopefully he's in. And then Iowa, who was just here, he's going to be on with a new guy, Rocky Castro from N Squared Podcast. Go follow them on Twitch and all those things. But they're going to talk spy movies, top 4 espionage movies of our time. That's how we're going to finish movies. And I'm going to tell you right now, our video games is already lining up. video games, we have Tabletop Vibes. We've got RNG. We've got Awazrim, who was in the chat earlier. We got PNX. We've got Monado Max. We've got Nintendo. We've got Retro Beard and Pixel Heart. And then we're going to add some more. So that's already being booked right now. And if you guys want to be on the show, let us know. We'd love to have you on the show. And how Book of Judges is metal. I know Aaron Judge is pretty metal. He's dropping bomb. Oh, never mind. He's
getting me some good fantasy points this week. I'll tell you that much.
Let's get into this. We're back. Thanks, guys, for letting us kind of just shout out our friends and what's going on. Alex, you're up, man. Link. What is the number 2 best movie of all time for Robin Williams?
Kirk, hit the button.
Oh yeah. Let's do this thing. Andy, I got it.
All right. Good morning, Vietnam.
Hey, good morning, Vietnam. I kind of knew you were going to go there because you were kind of being skirting. You were skirting. I was skirting. You know, I'm 10 years old. I'm listening to the soundtrack. By the way, the soundtrack's amazing. Oh, dude, I didn't mention that. Thanks for bringing it up. This soundtrack is what a military movie should be.
Yeah, excellent soundtrack. And all these bits. And I remember as a 10-year-old, my friends and I would memorize this, listening to it over and over again. So, yeah, once again, not only is it a great memory, but it's a great film. You know, we've talked a lot already about it, how great this movie is. Little bit, you know, like you said, Adrian Cronauer was a real Air Force, Armed Forces radio disc jockey. In fact, after he left, the person that took over for him a couple of years later was actually Pat Sajak.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Who took over for him after he was gone. So, but going back to this movie, it is one of those where you listen to it every quote. You could just, if they made just all his quotes, you can watch it on video, or I'm sorry, you can watch it on YouTube. All his quotes just back to back to back everyone's absolutely hilarious. And like I said, as a 10-year-old, it always made me laugh. Just, I don't know what I was saying, but it was hilarious. And like I said, the soundtrack's amazing. So
anyway, shout out this soundtrack though, because
go for it.
It's really unique, this soundtrack, because what it does is there's 19 songs, or there's 19 tracks, right? And then every other track or almost every other track is basically Robin Williams as Adrian Cronauer. Yeah. So it starts out Robin Williams, Adrian Cronauer, and then it's Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Nowhere to Run. Beach Boys, I Get Around. Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders, Game of Love. And then Robin Williams, Adrian Cronauer. The Searchers, Sugar and Spice. Then Robin Williams, Adrian Cronauer. The Castaways, Liar Liar, Beach Boys, Warmth of the Sun. Robin Williams, Adrian Cronauer. James Brown, I Got You, I Feel Good. Robin Williams again. Baby Please Don't Go. Robin Williams again. Danger, Heartbreak, Dead Ahead. The Vogues, 5 O'Clock World. California Sun, Robin Williams again, and then finishing with What a Wonderful World by Louis.
Which is an amazing song,
Louis Armstrong. So,
yeah. You know, what it does is it introduces you to that music, which is even better. So, yeah, soundtrack's amazing. Well, there you go. That's my number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I knew this was going to be up there for you for sure. So, great pick. Way to go there.
Yeah. Number 2 is also Good Morning Vietnam, says Steven, and PCG is surprised that Dead Poet Society hasn't made an appearance yet. Yeah, me too. So, Aaron, we've already talked about this. Do you have anything you want to add? If not, jump into yours.
I do not, in all honesty. I kind of missed half of that because my computer's glitching out. But I love it.
He went Good Morning Vietnam again.
Nice. I heard him say Rushmore, and then my computer dipped out, and I was like, "What happened?" So I don't know why my face cam's all red now. But if we're good, I'm ready to go with my pick.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so here's a Andy. Do you have a? Well, you had the draft sound. Here's a NFL free agency alert, dude. Jawan Jennings to the Vikings.
Yeah.
No way.
He'll just end his
wow.
$13 million 1-year contract. Wow. I know, Alex, you're gonna hate that. He was probably the best available. So, anyways, go ahead. Yeah.
Free
yeah.
agent signings once you get into May.
Does he change his color hair to purple? Because it was red.
I think he should.
Probably.
Jay Jettis gets some help. All right. Well, they need a new quarterback because they should have kept the guy.
Say McCarthy may not be their guy, so you know.
Well, their guy went and won a Super Bowl for somebody else. Anyways, hey, Aaron, you're up.
Yes. Okay. So my next pick is, once again, showing my young age. This movie is the very first movie I remember watching in theaters. I remember going on a field trip to go watch this movie in theaters. A field trip to go watch this movie in theaters. And I absolutely loved this movie. It is a banger. It's got some of my favorite Robin Williams lines of all time in this movie. It's got a great cast. We talked about Ben Stiller in the pre-show. We're bringing maybe that's someone else. We're bringing Brent Stiller back. So we're going with one of my personal favorites, Night at the Museum.
I love it.
Good pick.
I love it.
So this was my daughter's other. This was my daughter's other pick. So she had, you mentioned Flubber earlier in the chat. She mentioned and then this one, but her number one is the only one that's on my list. But so I love this pick. I'm just going to share this. This is one of the reasons I didn't pick this. When I was going through, and not that I don't love this movie, and not that he wasn't great in the role, and it's a very important role to us, right? But here's the deal. To me, this movie wasn't about Robin Williams, right? He's a side character. Sure. He's a part of a huge, massive cast. This is Ben Stiller's movie. And because of that, in my mind, when I was thinking of all the movies, this one didn't come up. Like, I saw it later, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a great movie. Definitely on my honorable mentions, but I'm not moving it in front of any of these. Yeah. This was on my list for honorable mention today. Fantastic movie, and the cast is awesome. There's so many side little stories that are happening that are like when they're racing in the dinosaur and Owen. This movie's so good. And
Dick Van Dyke is in this movie too.
Yeah.
Is he still alive? Is it 101?
He is still alive. He is a very old man.
I think he just made 100, right? So he's close to 101.
We have to be careful, Kurt.
Yes.
We have to be very careful because we've done a
That's
lot
true.
of the Rushmore show. Okay.
We have a blog coming out that's going to talk about the curse.
I don't know if I want to release it.
The curse of the Rushmore show. If you guys want to have a voodoo doll type thing, right? Just mention it on the Rushmore show, right? But yeah,
I tried, and I understand that it's a different Roosevelt, but I was like, man, should I put that as my Rosie? And I get that it's not Franklin,
right?
But you know, I was like, no, for the same reason. I think that Robin might be the best in the movie. I think he's not the star, but that whole scene, you know, I'm made of wax, Larry. What are you made of? Yeah, that is the name of a song, a day to remember. Yeah. You know, full circle here, talking pop punk and kind of metal stuff there too.
Yeah.
After that, but I love this movie.
I love it. Yeah.
I love all of these movies. I think that this is definitely like one of those ones that you can throw on and watch with your family, enjoy it. It's a popcorn movie. What a good one. I love this one. I love this pick.
So it's Robin Williams, Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller, Steve Coogan, Ricky Gervais, Dan Stevens, Rebel Wilson,
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what's crazy, and maybe you guys might pick the second or third one later because he's in all three, but like the fact that the third movie was his last like on-screen performance. I know he voiced a dog in another movie after this, but the third movie was like his last on-screen performance, and the fact that his last line was like something along the lines of "What's the next adventure?" and he's like, "Oh, how exciting! Like something new is coming." Like, I don't know, it just fits so well as an ending to like his acting career to me.
Yeah, and a little Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, that's kind of fitting, like you said, Andy. But you're done. You're done your job. It's time for your next adventure. That's Alex right now. Dang, this must have been a class. You haven't seen this,
Declan. Come on, man.
Come on, Declan, you're hurting me, dude.
And the fun part about it is every time we go to a museum now, like I've been to a museum with my kids, and we've done different museums. It's just fun to think about what happens. Like, okay, seriously,
when the lights go out,
right? Yeah, when the lights go out, it's great.
So
I mean,
it's kind of like the Toy Story idea, right? And,
Yeah.
And just throwing this out there, next week we're talking most creative movies of all time. These are the type of stories that should show up next week with something like that. That's just, it makes you think, right? Like what if, right? What if? And I mean, us as believers, you're kind of like, nah. But I know that there are people out in the world that are like, yeah, this happens, right? And good imagination makes good storytelling. Good storytelling is what connects people. And I love this movie. This is a great pick, man.
What?
I appreciate that.
Goal right there from Fanboy. Ferngully.
Ferngully.
Yeah, he's the bat.
That's when Hollywood. Well, I wouldn't say started getting woke, but that was,
he's the bat.
The environmental.
Well, he went Aladdin. He went Ferngully. He went Hook, and he went Delphi. See those four right there. So those four right there would fit in the hey kids, let's get some popcorn and watch.
Yeah.
The ones Kevin and Koi Fish were talking about, like, no, I'm not going to drop those on you. The 1 hour photo, the Insomniac, yeah, those are some pretty dark movies. But yeah, that's good stuff. Ferngully was huge at our house. Yeah, man, Ferngully was awesome. Ferngully was awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
He did it because he was mad at Disney. That's why he did that movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's funny.
Yep.
Wasn't it supposed to be a play on Mushu? Like, wasn't? Maybe I'm wrong. There was
I had to look into it, but yeah.
Like when he did the bat, I think he was trying to, whatever that movie was that was going on, the Sidekick, which I thought was Mushu, but maybe it was Hercules. It was earlier on. Anyways, yeah, he was mad at Disney. But speaking of mad at Disney, Retro Rewind Podcast, if he's still out there, he's always mad at Disney. So, Andy, I think you're up.
Yeah. All right, man. So this one was a strong competitor for my number one. I don't think I'm going to have any disagreement. Hopefully, I don't on this one here. I'm going my furthest back of my movies here, 1991.
Yep.
I don't think I have to say much more, but let me give you some of the cast. Dustin Hoffman, Robin Williams, of course, Julia Roberts, Bob Hoskins. I mean, come on. How do we talk tonight without bringing up Hook?
Let's go.
This is just everything that you want in this movie. It's adventure. It's funny. It's all of those types of things. So I remember again. This is another one. This is even Spielberg movie. I mean, come on. This is just top tier when it comes to me. When we're talking about Robin Williams, there's only one obviously that'll edge it that I'll talk about in a little bit. But I absolutely love this movie. The whole Peter Pan story told in a different way. So I'm giving it Hook, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about Hook. I don't think there's much.
So I
love it.
I like this movie. Peter Pan is a story that I'm always going to gravitate to. I for whatever reason, I don't care if it's Pan or if it's all there's been so many iterations, right? But to me, Hook is the George of all of those. To me, it's the best. It's my favorite. I love the angle it took of being like Peter Pan after the fact and like telling that story from a different end. That opening scene where his daughter is like singing or doing the performance, and he's just kind of thinking about it. They're going home. It's a really cool movie. What's his name? The kid with the red hair, right?
Rufio.
Rufio, dude.
Rufio.
I always thought he was the coolest kid on the block, right? He's the one you want to be. But Dustin Hoffman. Let me tell you something. Dustin Hoffman is a phenomenal actor. Doesn't get enough flowers that he ever did. Rain Man and all the other things that he's done. This dude is a character actor. Like he gets into the role and he plays Hook so well. Good pull. It's an honorable mention.
Also, music by John Williams.
John Williams.
You know,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
come on, like the goat.
and the artist that did the poster, right? He's also did one for Hook as well. I can't think of his name, but he just passed recently. The guy that did Goonies and Indiana Jones, Star Wars.
Yeah.
He did Hook. He just passed not long back.
At the end of the movie, there's there's that couple that's like kissing on the bridge. They get lifted up by fairy dust.
Yep.
That couple is George Lucas and Carrie Fisher.
Oh yeah.
That's who that is floating up on the bridge. Actually, I just learned that recently. It's just a random fact, but
Isn't that cool? Man, what a great movie. Good pull.
No arguments on
Good
that
pull.
one.
Well,
It's not I have no argument. It's
Not at
definitely an
all.
honorable mention for me, and not because it's not amazing. I mean, this is just Robin Williams' list. It's so good, so good. All right, well, y'all done talking about Hook? Because y'all might even talk about Hook in a minute. So I'll let you guys hold on to that. But here, I'm gonna go to my link, and it was really hard for me to figure out which one was going to be Link, which one was going to be George. Andy, I think you kind of mentioned it to yourself, like Hook could have been there. But gosh, I love this movie. My earliest remembrance of this movie, I was actually stationed in New Mexico. So I was in New Mexico in 98, 99, 2000. That's when I got to New Mexico, and I was there. I was kind of by myself. This was before Christ. I was kind of feeling lonely, and just like, man, I really want to go home. I was engaged at the time. She was at home, and I just had one of those nights where I don't do this I haven't done this in years and years and years, because actually I'm 3 weeks away from being 15 years sober. But I remember this is one of my earliest memories of this particular movie. I went to what they call the BX. Most of them call it the PX, but basically it's the commissary. And at our commissary, you could rent movies. And I rented a movie, and I got 2 Old English 40s. And I went home and watched this particular movie with 2 Old English 40s. And by the time I was done with those 40s, I was crying like a baby by myself, watching this movie in my dorm room. And that's a sad moment. But I have loved this movie ever since. I kind of given it away with 1998, but this movie came out in 97, right? And it's written by, the best friends, Damon and Affleck. I'm going with Goodwill Hunting.
come on.
Man, Matt Damon, Robin Williams, Ben Affleck, Minnie Driver, Skarsgård. Another one, you got 2 Oscars, original screenplay. How about them apples, right? They're following Matt Damon. He's just a genius. Robin Williams is kind of that guy that is the mentor. Let me tell you something. One of the things that they asked Steve Carell, we were talking in the background. I was watching a Steve Carell Beckham thing today, and Aaron might be lurking because he sent us a video. If he's still lurking, I was watching it actually in his room. And one of the things Steve Carell said was, Beckham asked him, what's your favorite role you ever did? And he said, being a dad and a husband. If you were to ask me what's one of my favorite roles, aside from being that, it's being a mentor. And this is what Robin Williams does so well in this movie. He's such a great mentor to people, and he takes Matt Damon on a journey, which is will hunting, right? And man, I love this movie. It is so good, and I will watch it anytime it comes across my Netflix or whatever. It's a hit play. Play it. Let's watch it. Let's do it again. Love this movie. So number 2, my link, Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah,
Banger.
that was Robin Williams' only Oscar win.
Crazy.
Which is crazy, by the way.
He had all these. He had 5 nominations, and that's his only win. And to me, and they didn't even know if we were going to get him. That's the funny thing about it. It's like they were like, yeah, we don't, we wrote the part, we don't know if we'll get Robin Williams type, and they got him. And he's like, he read the script and he's going, first of all, he looked at the script and he said, who are these guys? He had no idea who. Obviously, nobody did. And then he signed up to do it. But the composer for the music was Danny Elfman.
Mm-hmm. Come on,
which didn't know that one. I had to look that one up.
It's like John Williams, Danny Elfman, John Williams,
right?
Danny
Yeah,
Elfman, yeah.
So to me, this is an excellent pick, and it's
so Will Hunting. So he was a genius kid, and they're from South Boston, but he has all these problems that he can't deal with, right? And so Robin is the guy that helps him deal with all kinds of things: his emotional, his self-worth, his fear. This movie is based all around friendship. He was scared of like what he could be, like being greater than, right? Like there was a whole lot of things going on because it was family dynamic. It is a deep movie. It's much deeper than actually watching, because if you watch it several times and see it, you catch other underlying things. And Robin is just what made it to me so good, because he ad-libs and he does stuff in this one too, but this one isn't necessarily a comedy. It's not the darker side of things with like Insomniac or 1 Hour Photo that we were talking about. He is very much more serious, but he has comedic lines in there, and it's more of a like big brother, grandpa, dad type of comedy, as opposed to slapstick that it's usually his stuff. I love this movie. It's so freaking good. But yeah, I'll let you guys talk, and then we'll move on to the George.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you watch this at 20, which is when I was 20 years old in '97, and then you watch it later on in different stages of your life,
exactly,
you go from being Matt Damon to Robin Williams.
Yeah,
it's kind of, and you see it from different perspectives. Once again, he could play both of those roles, but to me, like the farting antics, that was all ad lib by him, talking about his wife, how much he loves his wife, what that means to him. It really is. You can see yourself grow through this movie, and so I'm with you, Kirk. This movie is just an amazing one. Yep.
Yeah, this movie was one that when I was at SEU, I was taking like a film course, and we had to like write reviews about movies. So this was one of the movies, and so part of like the papers, you had to write good things, a section of good things, a section of bad things, whatever. So I'm just going to town on the section of good things. I get to write the section of like things I disliked about the movie, and I just sat there, and I was like, I got nothing. Like, there's some language, so I was like, I don't like how much language is in it, but I was like, I got nothing. This is just a banger. I just love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Sometimes I'll just see equations on a wall and finish them. Oh, man. No, great pick. This one had to be talked about tonight, too. I mean, so.
I got to see About a Girl. Yeah. Patch Adams was a good movie, minus a couple of the negative things he says about God during the movie. Yep.
Patch Adams is a good movie.
Declan says, yep, makes sense. All right, so we're to the George, number 1. You're first, Alex. What's the greatest? Hold on. Let me find the button, because there's got to be some of y'all. Some of y'all are going to be hitting buttons soon.
Hit it.
Oh yeah, there it is. Which one?
I'm Goodwill Hunting. I'm going to go ahead and use a line.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch stole my line. And absolutely, I mean, we already said enough about Goodwill Hunting, but there's so many lessons in this movie. Things about, hey, you can read about the Sistine Chapel, but you'll never know what it smells like until you go in there. Lines about, looking at a woman, how vulnerable they can see your vulnerability. I like I said, beginning to end, it's one of those movies. If it's available, I'll watch it. It's such a great movie.
Yeah, the cinematography is really good in it too. I mean, it's just like it's a good looking movie. Like that whole plot, when you watch that, some of the scenes. Yeah, of course. I mean, we've talked about this movie for sure. Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. All right. Well, unless we got anything else to add about Good Will Hunting, Aaron,
Nope.
we're up to you.
All right.
Our number
Okay.
one Robin Williams movie.
My number one. So I started talking about magical movies, and this movie is, in my mind, the most magical movie I have ever watched. We've already talked about it a little bit. It's a childhood favorite for me. I talked about Night at the Museum being my first movie theater experience. This movie was my first experience watching in school. Oddly enough, we watched the movie at school, and I remember him saying the word hell and being like, "That's a curse word. You can't say that in school." And that stuck with me in like 5th grade for whatever reason. So my number one pick is Hook.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
Bringing back Hook. Hook
Yeah.
is just so good.
It's on you. All
There we
right.
go.
Hey, I apologize. I had it lit up because I knew we were going from the last
Yeah.
one. I wasn't sure if you were going to hit it, Andy. But yeah, here we go. Hook, tell us about what you didn't tell us the first time.
Yeah, there's so much in it that like it just hits so well. I think my favorite part about Hook is one, I love alligators. It's my favorite animal. So watching an alligator just fall into Captain Hook at the end of the movie is great. Them singing like Captain Hook singing to the hook at the beginning of the movie is amazing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when he gives the sword to a lost boy at the end of the movie, they didn't know who he was going to give it to. I could be wrong about that, but I think I'm hearing they didn't know which lost boy he was going to give the sword to at the end of the movie. So it was a very genuine reaction from that kid when he like received the sword at the end of the movie.
That's cool.
Also, one thing I'll add we didn't talk about, and I just learned this on IMDb, but Bob Hoskins, in between filming, he says he would sing different versions of Lionel Richie's "Hello," and for this movie particularly, he would walk around and he would say, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" I don't know if that's true, but I really want it to be true.
That's
That's amazing.
I want.
Yeah, Bob
Yeah, I
Hoskins,
mean, great.
underrated actor. Mario.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I mean, this is great. For all the reasons we said before, I'm actually this is the movie that I put on earlier because it's Disney Plus, so I put on Hook. But it's been playing up here quietly. But great movie.
Listen, my wife's out here calling me out in chat saying that he's not a crocodile and he's a crocodile, not an alligator. Whatever. All right.
Yeah,
I apologize. I got my animals wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, a crocodile has an underbite.
So.
You know what? I'm out.
Alligator has a U snout.
Mama said.
I know.
Crocodile has a V
Mama said
snout.
that. Well, the problem is at Aaron's school, they were too busy showing movies and going on field trips and movies to learn about
Yeah,
the
what's that
That's
all
true.
about? What school did we go to? What school is this?
This is when I was in elementary school, dude. Elementary school is when all that
Night at the
happened.
Museum and Hook. Hey, listen, the Flipper dude's recapping, and this is fantastic. Well, he went Popeye #1 too. That's great. So, Aladdin, Good Will Hunting, Good Morning Vietnam, 3. Those 3 we crushed on those 3. Let's see if we crush with Popeye. I got one more pick left. I'm gonna break every bone in their bodies, and then I'm gonna kill them. Yeah.
TikTok.
Oh, here it is. TikTok.
That's my wife.
Doesn't make
That's all right
sense.
calling me out.
That's good.
Come in here and say it yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be
Yeah, all right.
later alligator.
TikTok crocodile. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we're to me now. I mean, why not? 1992. It's just the greatest one of all time. Prince Ali.
Hey.
There's no way we crush on Aladdin.
10. Fantastic. Men.
It's the #1 for sure. Absolutely, dude.
To
I
me.
mentioned it before. I went and saw it on ice. I saw it multiple times. I mean, it was like the movie. If you're a 90s kid, Disney, it was all about Aladdin. everything about it. But again, it's as I mentioned earlier. If you're in the chat and you weren't here earlier, certain roles are just, they may have not necessarily just been written for that person, but when somebody stepped into it and did what they did, they will permanently be that person's role. I feel like Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., it feels like that's just the only guy that's going to do that. To me, Genie being Robin Williams is the role. It just is what it is. There's not anything kind of, not that I wrote a movie review on this like Aaron did for book or thing, but had you given me that prompt, what do you not like about this movie? I would say the fact that it ends, right? I mean, maybe, I don't know what else to say. This movie is fantastic. It is so good. Kirk, you mentioned it too. This is a movie. Yes, Jasmine is a big character and a big part of it, but this is a movie that it's like the main guy is the guy, right? Like we were in the time of having the Ariels and Cinderella's way before that, but you get the Disney princess idea of everything.
But wait, let me add to that even thought. The main villain is also a guy.
Jafar.
So it's guy versus guy. Like it was kind of like, G.I. Joe, Transformers. That was kind of like, you want to see that action.
Also,
when they're there.
When Jafar becomes the genie too,
The snake?
like dude, that's crazy.
That
And I remember distinctly, not specifically Robin Williams, but this movie, when we first see the scene where a diamond in the rough, and you got like the CGI like thing closed. I was like, dude, that for 1992, that still
was
holds
amazing.
well. Like animation is just beautiful. Now, obviously, Disney knows what they're doing, or at least they did at one point. To me, I would love to see Disney go back to the 2D. They did with Princess and the Frog, which I think is an absolute banger of a movie. I wish they would go back to some of their roots and things like that, but I digress. This movie, everything we said about it, I mean, it's literally Robin Williams improv the whole time. Like it's so good. It's such a good movie. I had to go with the lad.
Yeah, well,
I would agree.
Good pick, man. So
it's funny you say like people are born for specific roles. I remember I love Kingdom Hearts. If you ever play Kingdom Hearts, I love those games. And so in the first Kingdom Hearts game, there's an Aladdin world. And so the guy who voices Homer Simpson, funny enough, voices Genie in this Aladdin world. But he starts talking, and I'm like, this isn't Robin Williams. What are we doing? This is wrong. And the guy was fine. Don't get me wrong. But like you're right. Like if it's not Robin Williams, then it's just a regular
Look, you
thing.
put Will Smith in the live action, and we love Will Smith. It's like there's just something right. It's
It
just
just was off. Totally off.
Yep.
man,
so.
good movie.
Yeah. All right, Kirk, you were at your number one, man. Just send us home. What we got?
Well, let me hit this button. Just kidding. We haven't talked about my movie yet.
Wow.
And of course we haven't, because I mentioned it a little bit, because we're going to go with Seize the Day, Oh Captain, My Captain.
Yeah.
Dead Poets Society.
Wow.
Let me tell you why.
Wow.
You mentioned something, Alex, twice in this show. Watching it when you were a kid, watching it now, you've mentioned that. Watching this when it first came out, I'm like, poetry? I'm not really into poetry. You know what I mean? But I love the movie. The movie's great. It deals with death. It deals with suicide. It deals with like a lot of craziness. It deals with whatever. But now, as a person that I thrive, I love being a pastor, I love being a coach. And now my new part in life, my new thing is I'm a teacher.
Oh, I lost you, Kirk. We're losing
Yep.
your audio.
Hello.
There you go.
Over there.
So John Keating is the character he plays, and he is it's heartbreaking. It's culturally relevant. This movie is so good in so many ways. 1989, Peter Weir, It won Best Original Screenplay. Robin was actually nominated for Best Actor, but didn't get it. And but it's one of his defining roles. I mean, it talks about identity. It talks about peer pressure, fear, creativity, which I love all these things, expectations. Honestly, as a teacher, even in an elementary setting, this is who I aspire to be, is a guy like John Keating. And just someone that allows kids to be kids, allows them to be an open space for them to come talk to me. And I just love this movie so much. Also, before Alex says it, we had Carpe Diem on our refrigerator, along with a couple other choice words that we can't talk about in our show today. Like hunkering down on something and all kinds of other jazz.
Carpe Diem.
Yeah, Carpe Diem, man. Seize the day. It's just really cool. So I'm going with Dead Poets Society, and PCG was the one that mentioned it. So PCG, if you're still hanging out, yep, I told you. Just wait.
Yeah. What a good pick.
Great pick.
I mean, yeah, this is a classic for sure.
Which, when you say Robin Williams, I didn't expect to only have one comedy on my thing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
We are in a couple weeks, Kirk, going to mention movie scenes, and this could be one of the greatest scenes of all time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a long list for sure. It depends where your criteria is, but it's going to absolutely be there.
Which I didn't think of it that way for that, because for sure, because I've been trying to think of some scenes. But yeah, this one could be.
It still holds up.
Yeah.
It still holds up. I mean, my daughter read the book a couple of years ago. She picked it up, and I'm like, wait, what's this? I hadn't seen the book in forever. So it still holds up. It still has the same type of message to this generation as well. I mean, I remember seeing it when it first came out, but it still holds up. So great pick.
Good movie. Love it.
You know, great pick. So
I love the whole like Goonies feel of going to that like location.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, we used to go. I had a buddy who had like a tree house, but we had these alleys that were behind our house, and they were divided by a couple roads. So first alley was behind my house, and there was nothing really there. But if you went all the way down to fourth alley, which is at the other side of the neighborhood, there was this kind of like really large sewage pipe. I mean, it was big enough for us to walk in, and it was dry as a bone, usually. And we would hang out and kind of sit on the edge there, and kind of, it was like our clubhouse away from whatever. And it kind of reminds me of like just there's a place where you feel welcome. And I can remember going to that and like, dude, you coming in here? This is for only the cool people, right? And that's kind of how that little scene was. And it bonds everybody there. But good movies. These are all good movies. Now we're to our Benjamins. And our Benjamins for you guys is our honorable mentions. And there are a lot of movies gone, but there are a lot of movies left. Let's get into this thing. Benjamin Franklin just missed the mountain, so let's find out who missed our mountains. Well, Andy, the draft picks are the same way. So Alex, you're first, and then Aaron, and then Andy, but then me. But on the second round, it's like fantasy football. I will draft, and then Andy, and then Alex, and then Aaron, then Alex. And then Alex, you get back-to-back picks, and it just keeps snaking all the way. Alex, you will get Mr. Irrelevant, which is the last pick of the draft. Then we'll play one more game, and we're out of here.
Which this year was Red Murdoch. What a great name.
It was a great name.
Great name. Hope that kid makes it. I mean, just for his name.
Red Murdoch. Yeah, that's cool. Sounds like something that should be on like a old Western.
Mm-hmm. Except I don't think you hope he makes it, at least with the team he got drafted to.
Yeah, I mean, they had back-to-back at the end there.
They did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All
right. So, first Benjamin off the board. What you got, Alice?
What Dreams May Come.
Okay. Nice.
1998.
What Dreams May come.
What Dreams May
Good
come.
pick.
Yep.
I will say this. Highly touted movie. I have very little experience with this one.
Yeah.
Highly touted though. Very good.
It's once again, it's kind of he worked outside of his norm. Really great follow up to Good Will Hunting, and you see it. It's got a little bit of funny parts, but it's an emotional movie. It's a roller coaster. So, what dreams may come. Yep.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. What's next? Aaron.
Yeah,
Aaron, you're up.
Yep. It's been talked about a little bit in chat before. We've talked about it pretty much throughout the night, but no one's actually brought it up in the actual thing yet. So I'm taking Flubber. I'm going Flubber.
Yeah.
I love Flubber. Flubber just barely missed my list, just so we're clear. Just barely missed my list.
That is all nostalgia, not great. Like
yes,
it's 100% nostalgia. So I agree with you there, but it's that's all it has.
as critically not great, but man, it is fun. It's just a fun time. Eat some popcorn.
So funny story. I had the Flubber soundtrack on CD. And
sure.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Because why not? Right? Why would?
Yeah, why not?
And I remember they redid the "Make a Little." Oh, wait, was it? Oh man! Oh my gosh! I'm looking it up right now because I have to say this. Get down tonight. Get down tonight.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
we're all dancing.
A little dance. Make a little flub. Like they just that's all they did to it, and
It is hysterical.
before slime became a big deal. So
Yeah, that's
I
true.
will say this: I did not see Flubber until I was an adult,
Mm,
and
That's
that changes things.
that's unfortunate because
Same
it just probably wasn't. I missed it as a child or as a younger person. So
it is no. It's on Disney Plus though. So
yeah, I've seen it. It was like one of those ones that I watched later with the kids, and they enjoyed it.
Same here. Yeah.
So Andy, you're up.
yeah, so this movie surprisingly wasn't even. I don't even think it was mentioned in anybody's chat anywhere, anything. 1996. I'm going Jack.
Oh, I love that movie. Yes,
Mm.
Great movie. It's like
great movie.
Good pick.
like it's just the opposite. Like he's like a 10-year-old who's like in a 35, 40-year-old body or whatever, and really cool movie. Really, really cool movie. So
that is
Forgot
like
about this
Billy
movie.
Madison.
Great movie.
That movie's like Billy Madison, except the kid has a disease. Why he's a big idiot.
Yeah.
Not
Also, look, if my teacher was Jennifer Lopez, back then,
J-Lo. Yep. you would have learned a lot more.
yeah.
I would have. Yeah.
Well,
I'll go on any field trip.
Directed by who, Andy?
What's that?
Directed by who?
Oh well, that's unfair. I already have it pulled up right here. So hold on, it is Francis Ford
Coppola.
Oh wow.
Coppola.
Yeah.
Nicolas
know that.
Cage's dad.
Yeah. Would it be funny if Nicolas Cage was that character?
Oh.
Such a great movie.
No,
All right. Well, you left me two bangers. So I told you I always try and go for my top 8 and see if I can make it. You guys took 2 of my top 8, which was Miss Doubtfire and Hook. That was my next set. Here are the other 2 that were in my top 8. Yes, RV wasn't in it. RV's actually in the 9 spot. And I'm glad RV was taken. I'm going with Patch Adams.
Ooh.
Which is a fantastic movie about
Good
him
pick.
being a doctor and helping kids. I just love those roles, man. Like the mentor, like he is so good in that. And then I'm going with this one. This is probably my most underrated movie of the night. And I worked in this too when I moved here to Atlanta to take care of homeless. And The Fisher King
Such a good movie.
is freaking awesome. He's a homeless guy, and oh my gosh, I love that movie. And he puts on a role of a lifetime there, like acting like a homeless guy. Whenever I was on the streets and I would see people, I would immediately go, "That guy's like the Fisher King." Like just have his own world and his own story out here. Radio DJ, VJ guy is kind of like in the movie a little bit, but
Jeff Bridges.
I'm going with Patch Adams and The Fisher King. So
Good picks.
that's my next.
Excellent picks. Yeah.
I'm going to go an underrated movie now that it's circling back here. That that kind of portrayed Robin Williams as a bad guy in the movie. So this movie came out, I'm just fact checking myself, 2007. It's a really cool movie. It definitely departs from, if you can say that, because Robin Williams is all over the place, but definitely not one of those kind of one you would think of. I'm going with August Rush.
I forgot about that one.
Basically, he's a musician guy who's kind of trying to capitalize off of this runaway little kid who's just a savant, basically, guitar. And anyway, really cool movie if you haven't seen it. And Robin Williams is not really a great guy.
Good pick.
Yep.
Such range.
Oh, dude. I mean, we want to talk about actors with range. I don't know if we can go further than Robin Williams. So, but anyway, Aaron, back to you, man.
Yeah. So we're going with another animated movie that's been mentioned a little bit in the comments today, but no one's really talked about it on stream yet. A personal favorite of mine. And I owned this DVD, and I owned a physical DVD that was just the trailer for this movie. That's all it was just a trailer for this movie on a DVD. So we're going with Robots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Robots is great.
the great movie. Yeah.
Love Robots.
Robots was fun, man. Yeah.
It's a fun movie.
Good pick.
All right, Alex, you get 2 picks.
Alex, you get 2 picks.
Okay. Well, what is it? That flipper. Where is he at? Oh, there he is.
Flipper dude.
Awakenings. Great movie. Robert De Niro. Awakenings came out in 91.
Yeah.
Once again, he played a doctor.
He was a doctor in that movie too. He was a kind of a different type of doctor, very unconfident doctor in like a psychiatric ward.
In a psychiatric, Robert De Niro was a patient. So
yeah,
and it's based off a
like
true story too.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. So it's an excellent movie. Go back and take a look at it. It kind of starts once again. It shows the range of Robin Williams in that movie, and how he acts with someone like Robert De Niro in that movie. It's a really good contrast. Great movie, and it's an older one, so it is a true story. Yep, it is a true story.
But,
so,
yeah.
yep.
You
Okay,
get one more.
I do, and here's a toss-up. All right, that's a smoochie. I don't know why.
Oh my goodness!
I like Danny DeVito, Ed Norton,
Wow.
John Stewart.
What a
Arnold
pick.
Schwarzenegger. Yep.
Ed Norton, yeah.
To me, it's not a great movie, but it's a really good entertaining movie. The end of it where they're ice skating to is it Ain't No Mountain High? Yes, it might have been that one, but Higher and Higher. That's right.
Well, I mean, he kind of is the good guy that goes to be a bad guy.
And then comes back. It's such a fun movie. It's a fun movie. It's one of those where I never went to go see it, but it was in the background. It's like, oh, let's watch it.
So I had never seen this movie. It wasn't something that was on my radar. It wasn't something that I wanted to watch. And I don't remember. It was probably around the time when Robin died. I was just kind of going through a kick where I was watching every movie, and I probably ran into it then. Yeah. It's an interesting movie, and it's good. It's good. It wasn't what I expected, but if you haven't seen it, it's essentially like he plays like rival characters that get stolen, and by whatever. Go watch it. It's fun. Smoochie is it's cool movie. All right, Aaron, you're up. 3rd round.
Yep. We'll go with another animated one. He's not super prevalent in this movie from what I can remember. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but I still liked him in it. We're going Happy Feet. We're going Happy Feet.
That was the music that I played today on Instagram. I always put a movie that I'm probably not picking. But yeah, there it is. It's
a good movie.
It's a good movie.
I like Happy Feet.
I'm glad this one slipped to me. Then we definitely talked about it in chat. We actually had a little conversation about it a little bit earlier. Animated movie, Tim Curry, Fern Gully. Man, I gotta go. Fern
on my list.
Fern Gully feels like a movie that was like a fever dream. Like it didn't happen, and then when you go look back at it, you're like, okay, I did see that, right? Okay,
yeah.
I had to check again.
So.
Is it real or is it like a Mandela type thing? Like
so here's where I lay the. So when I looked at that list, top 90, top 70. I can't remember what the final number was. This was not the last movie, but it was second to last.
I have
Wow.
And I was like, gosh, this movie is so funny. This is the movie I said. There's 2 movies on here. I'm probably the only one that's going to mention them because I don't know, for whatever reason, just people didn't like them. But I am going to go with Old Dogs.
Ooh, I forgot about Old Dogs.
And bro, there are some scenes in this movie when he hits that golf club and whack, and then his face when he takes that medicine. Oh my god!
Oh, that's right.
So funny, dude. This movie is hilarious. Old Dogs. Yeah, and then it's been said numerous times in the chat. My last one. I love this as a kid. It was number 1 for many of you. Can't believe it made it all the way to me for my last pick of the draft, but I'm going Popeye. Popeye. Shelley Duvall, man. I mean, like, I remember this movie was awesome. I am what I am. You know, like, he just played a great character. The forearms. Yeah. Popeye.
Yeah.
I'm done, man. I got a great list. I almost got what I wanted. Almost.
I mean, look, you can't ask for much more there.
No.
Last pick. This is a movie in the same vein, kind of as RV and some of those popcorn. Just throw it in.
There's one more.
7% on the Rotten Tomato meter. I think it's like plus 50 on the audience score, which is decent, right?
I'm pretty sure. If my movie was number 69, yours was 68. I'm telling you.
One of my favorite guys in it because he was in The Office. John presented to me. I'm going License to Wed. It's it is what it is, right? Like you're gonna get what you're getting out of this movie, and it's okay. License.
Yeah.
To Wed. Yeah.
It's a good pick.
Mandy Moore also.
Mandy Moore. Yep.
To remember.
You're like, do we have to go through this?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. I forgot about that one.
He's got like the thing. He's at the chapel, and he's got the thing, and it looks like a Jeopardy sign.
Yeah.
Not Jeopardy. It looks like Family Feud.
It's just like somebody pitched the idea in some boardroom somewhere, and they didn't have any idea what they were going to do with the movie, and they just were like, "All I got's an idea, and we're going to run with it."
It reminds me of that movie with we mentioned his name earlier, Steve Martin, where he's the pastor and the mega pastor guy. Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
Leap of Faith.
Leap of Faith. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Dude, go rip those.
Two more picks.
Real quick, Flipper Dude says, I have an unopened box of Fern Gully trading cards. Maybe I should rip them tonight. Yes.
That's crazy.
Do it. I have a Jumanji pack of cards too, but it's packed up somewhere. So
that's crazy.
ECG, out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Great show, guys. Great picks. God bless y'all. Don't be a stranger, man. Hopefully you got some picks. By the way, 10 of y'all in this chat. Poetically Christian Gamer only needs a few people to hit that 1K. Go and follow. Go right there to Poetically Christian Gamer and give him a subscribe and help him get closer to 1,000. Honky Kong is up in here. It's up there, Steve. Yeah, he is that Flipper Dude friend. But hey, listen, we got 2 picks left.
Yep. Okay, I have a question before I give my pick. Am I allowed to pick a TV episode?
Why not? Benjamin's, we can do it. Who cares?
Great. He's in a single episode of Friends with Billy Crystal. He's in one episode of Friends with Billy Crystal. It is the most random thing ever. They're just in the coffee shop. I think they just put them on set. It was like, just have a conversation. And they just go crazy with each other, talking about the most random stuff possible. He's in a single episode of the TV show Friends, and he's there for like 2 minutes total, if that. Mm-hmm. But it's hilarious.
Wow. Normally, that's the kind of pick that I pull out, Aaron. So I doing that tonight. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yeah,
I couldn't. Yeah, I just couldn't think of something else.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, I'm going to answer your question for you. Why was Billy Crystal and Robin Williams in an episode of Friends in 1997?
because they were in a movie
promoting
together.
a movie called Father's Day.
Yeah.
And that was the only movie they did together. That's the only reason they were in that spot.
Yep.
Interesting.
Great movie.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
On my list
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's our Benjamins. Before we go,
No. We got one more. Alex didn't mention his last one.
Father's Day, 1997.
He just
Oh,
said,
is that yours? Oh, okay. That
That was his segue.
I
I
was
wasn't
saying, he helped me get in right there. He was like,
Yeah,
boom.
so
I was like,
hey, and this would hey, so Steve, this would have been my next pick, by the way, if I didn't have the ones I did pick. It was there. Best of Times with Kurt Russell. They're playing football where he misses the football and he comes back. Great movie. Robin Williams is what we're talking about tonight. But we're almost done. It's time for our third segment. We need an intro for this, Andy.
We need to think of something. Throw something
I'll be box.
we're gonna spin the wheel. This is our wheel from our conventions. Whatever it lands on, we're
All I
gonna
have right now for our intro is. I mean, I have
we
that
landed on
thing.
Rushmore food, so we're not going to do that one. We're not doing any Rushmore. Oh, perfect. So do you guys want to play Quote Goat for quotes, or pick four, cut four of Robin Williams movies?
Oh, pick 4 cut.
I think pick 4, cut 4.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
I'm just playing with the sounds now. Is all I'm doing. So
May as well.
why not?
All right. So let me get my list. All right.
Pick
so
4, cut
here's
4.
The rules. Here's the rules. I'm going to give you 8 movies.
Okay.
8 movies. You're not going to know which one comes next. You have to say whether you're keeping it or cutting it. And you two have to agree. You two have to agree that if you're keeping it or cutting, you don't know what's coming up. You might end up cutting the best movie possible. I am letting AI choose those 8 movies, so I don't even know what they are.
Your fate is in the hand of ChatGPT right now.
Yeah. You're at the luxury. They are playing keep 4, cut 4. All right, so
I gotta think.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
So for the very first movie, we are gonna go with. We need some intros for these too. That'd be cool. All right, so here we go. So you're gonna keep or cut, and here is the list. Number 1, we are going with Jumanji.
Oh, that's a keep to me.
That's a key.
That's
All
an
right.
easy keep.
I don't think you can go wrong there.
So we're keeping Jumanji.
Easy.
We're gonna end up cutting good ones.
You can't go wrong with any of these movies.
You're going to cut some really good ones out. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking at the list. You can't go wrong with any of these. Number 2, we're gonna go with Mrs. Doubtfire.
Wasn't it on both of y'all's lists?
Yes.
Keeping it.
That should be a keep.
I think it's a keep.
Okay, so y'all kept the first 2 right off the bat.
Cut 4 now. Keep 2, cut 4.
So you
I know that's why I was struggling.
You're gonna cut 4 of the next 6. Number 3. I'm gonna go with Dead Poets Society.
Okay.
We can cut that one. Let's cut it.
George, all right.
It's good,
You have to
but
make tough cuts. You just have
yeah,
All right.
It's a business decision at this point.
There are some business decisions here.
Okay.
The next one we're going with is Patch Adams.
Cut.
Patch Adams. I think we're gonna cut it.
That might be the easiest one. I mean,
That might be the
I
easiest.
already knew where he
All
was
right,
going with
so
that.
we got 4 movies left. You are
We got
keeping
2 and
so
2.
far.
Into
You're
okay.
keeping so far Jumanji and Mrs. Doubtfire, right?
Solid list,
Yeah.
solid list.
Yep.
And you are cutting Dead Poets Society and Patch Adams. Next one, Goodwill Hunting.
Ooh, I
Gotta keep that one.
think we gotta keep it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Keeping it.
Oh, we have one spot
And the
left.
next one-
Not all comedy, like so we are getting some.
Yeah, good range.
Yeah. The next one is Aladdin.
Oh, is it bad? I want to say cut. Is that bad? Is that bad?
Cut this, if you keep this,
I'm telling you right now,
cut the other.
it's not easy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we keep it, we're gonna have to cut the next 2, regardless of what they are.
Let's
Oh.
Let's cut it.
Oh man, we're cutting Aladdin.
Yep, we're cutting it.
All right.
I'm trying to
Bye, Prince Ali.
You don't see Robin Williams in this movie, so I guess
Next,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna
next
cut.
on the list
Apprentice.
is Hook.
Oh, keep it. I want to keep it. Alex doesn't want to.
It didn't make my top. I mean, it was my Benjamins, but it wasn't. I'm gonna guess that the last one's gonna be Good Morning Vietnam, and then I'm gonna be mad about it. You know what? I'm gonna support you, Aaron. Let's go ahead and keep it.
Let's go. Keeping it. I appreciate that. I appreciate
So
that.
this is what we got. You have kept. Well, you have kept
Jumanji,
Yep.
Jumanji,
Doubtfire,
Hook,
Goodwill
Mrs.
Hunting.
Doubtfire. You have cut. Goodwill Hunting.
No,
You have cut.
No. We kept that one.
we kept
Oh,
Goodwill.
you kept Jumanji. You kept Hook. You kept
I have the list
Goodwill
right
Hunting, and you kept Mrs. Doubtfire. You cut Dead Poet Society.
Yep.
You cut Aladdin.
You cut Patch Adams, and you cut.
Good Morning Vietnam.
I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Hey, you know what? You got a friend of
The
me.
thing is, this
You know, I
means-
appreciate that.
Yeah,
This
so that's going to be our show for the night. This is great. So next week we are doing top 4 creative movies of all time. And then we're doing
That's a good one.
underrated cartoon songs. We're doing anime openings. We're doing spy movies. We are doing 2 others. I don't remember them off the top. Oh, Pokemon, and we're doing one more. What are we doing? We're doing one more. Anyways, and then we're off 1 week on this round. And so come back next week. This is all about movies, these 2 series, and we're already planning for our video game series. I am off of school in 8 days, so I've got some things I would love to implement over the summer into the show. And then Andy and I are going to camp, so we'll be hanging out. We'll talk about some other things. Thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you.
Alex.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. Can't wait to have you on again. Next round is video games. If you want to be on, there's a couple openings, but also there are a lot of openings in music for the next round if you guys want in. And Aaron, I know you just started your channel back up, dude. So why don't you share with these guys that are still available your channel? And if you haven't already done, go support Poetically Christian Gamer. Aaron, tell everybody about your channel where they can find you. Alex, you don't have a channel, but you should. And that's how that is. So Aaron, share your channel.
Yeah, so it's just this @ that's on my my lovely name right here. It's @Aaron_Jag. And like I said, we're just playing games. I mostly play Overwatch right now. And I just talk about Jesus while I'm playing Overwatch. We're not forcing it on anybody. If someone asks a question, I'll talk about it. But we're just chilling. I hang out with my friends. We have a good time. That's really it. So you want to search that username. That's Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, LinkedIn.
There it is.
Whatever else exists.
_Jag. So that's it. So
Are you on Friendster?
I am not on Friendster. I'm not even on MySpace. I just started listing stuff.
Are you on Zanga?
I am also not on Blogaboo.
Speaking of ICQ, I had my ICQ when I was in Iraq with you, Alex.
Hey, you know what? I still have Hotmail, so I'm not going.
Hey.
Still keeping it.
You know what I would love to have, Alex? I remember I used to send the DKR every day, the Daily Kirkush Report.
Yeah.
And I only have like 5. I wish I had all of those still, but they're gone.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's time to go. We'll see you guys next week. Andy, tell everybody good night, like we always do.
Aaron, Alex, thanks for hopping on tonight. Everybody who's in the chat, thank you for being here. But it's time to say good night. Let's do it like we always do. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4.
And nothing more.